by.
Hey, it's not muted. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Oh, gosh, I was going to light the star. It's okay. It's there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. We are back. It's been a long time. It's been a while since we've done a consistent Friday. It's been about almost 3 weeks. Well, today, 3 weeks today. I looked it up. It was 3 weeks today. So we're really, really happy, though, to be back. We took a much needed break. Obviously, we did go live twice, so it wasn't like entirely like we were gone. And we did put out a couple of vlogs, but this is the first time that we're like, let's do Friday. Let's, do what we do best. But yeah, we're so happy to be back. The other live streams are like special occasions. One was the gender reveal, and then the last one was for my birthday. So if you were able to make it to those, we appreciate it. Or if you watched the replay, thank you so much. But thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Everything okay?
Yeah. No, I'm just...
Oh, okay. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to our channel, we are here to have a good time tonight. And we're on a little earlier than usual. But I want to say hello to some of the fine folk who are joining us tonight. I want to say what's up to Ruben. Ruben, thank you so much for being here. We're going to say what's up to Justin. Justin, what's up? We're going to say what's up to the Mandarino Adventure.
Hi, Mandarino Adventure.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to say what's up to LA's Most Wanted.
LA's Most Wanted, thank you.
We're also going to say what's up to the one and only Lady
Happy Friday.
All right.
She said happy Friday, spooky season is here.
Yes, it sure is, most definitely. And we're honestly, like, check it out. We're decked out. So this is actually the shirt that I wore last year. I might have worn it on a different live stream too, but this is the shirt that I wore for the first time at Oogie Boogie Bash last year, 2022. So yeah, bittersweet, guys, because if you guys know, this year we decided not to attend the event, mainly because we were already doing so much with theme parks. We've already have the Magic Keys, have the Uni Platinum passes. So going last year was great. We didn't see anything that was super different this year. That like where we were like, okay, let's spend an extra whatever, and it just didn't work out. But we're very happy for those who are going. We have some friends that are going to be going too, and that we went with actually last year, right?
Yes.
They're going, yeah.
They're going this year around the same date.
Yeah, exactly. And so this time around, we're not going with them, so we'll miss them there. But we're so happy that they can make it.
Yeah, we know they'll have fun.
They're gonna have a great time. They're gonna have a great time. Did you see it? Nah.
No. This is my tummy.
I'm like, are you okay? Yeah. I keep seeing Grace looking down. I'm like, what's going on? Did a hole open up to hell? All right, let's see. Let's go through. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yes, awesome shirts. Thank you so much. And then I love Grace's shirt too. Obviously, that was one that I love wearing. I just wore it. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think I wore it yesterday. Yeah. So it's. I didn't get a chance to wear it today, but I told Grace, you know what? Like I saw this hanging in there, and I was like, I don't really get a chance to wear the shirt unless I guess like February, and I'm like wearing it, and people are like, why are you wearing that shirt? I'm like, because it's light, because it's hot. Well, actually, February is not hot. Let's say August, but it's like, yeah, it's light. It's. I love it. Did you order me this shirt?
Yes, I did. So,
and Grace actually ordered me another shirt this year for HHN. So we'll give you guys a sneak preview. Members, you guys are gonna see a cool little sneak preview of that. You might even see me maybe try it on real quick. But yeah, she went all out. She got me another shirt without consulting me, but she did an excellent job. So I'm really excited to wear that one. And she was like, you have to wear it for the first night of HHN. And I'm like, gotcha. Because we're going 2 nights. So the second night, I'm going to be wearing my Last of Us shirt. Do you have anything in mind of what you are going to be wearing? Because it's in less than 1 week now.
I want to get a dress. And then when we're over there, like first night, I would like to buy one of the shirts so I could wear it on the second night.
Yeah, so
I don't have a new HHN shirt.
You know what's funny? Is that was my plan. For you and for me. Like I wanted to wear like a shirt that I already had and then buy one and then wear that one the next day. But since I already have the Last of Us one and you got me that new one, the one that I'm gonna like, show off, I figured I might as well wait. Sarah Stills Dills is with us. What's up, Sarah? Yes, she said, I'm going to uni next week. I want to get all the Chucky Hello Kitty merch and the Chucky popcorn bucket. I'm so excited for my first time at Horror Nights. Sarah, you're gonna have a good time. Bring the cowbell to that. Yeah, we've been watching some coverage, and we'll cheers, you guys. Should we cheers? Let's do a cheers before we talk a little bit more about this. Cheers. She doesn't want to break the glass. We've had this glass for a year. We've done a pretty good job. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Babe,
Happy Friday.
What are you drinking?
Guava nectar and a little splash of
it's like
sparkling water. It's Fuji apple.
But it's freaking sweet. I didn't think it was going to be so sweet, and I loved it. Yeah,
sugar.
It was really good. I'm drinking, and actually I'll get it out in a second, but I'm drinking the Stella Rosa pineapple, the spicy pineapple one that my sister got me on my birthday. So if you guys saw
I'm so used
the replay,
to saying, I want to try it, but I can't.
Yeah. If you guys saw my birthday live stream at my mom's house, my sister was there. You guys got a chance to meet my sister really, really quick. Everybody in my family was super uncomfortable. It was the best. No, I'm just joking. But had a great time with them. Honestly, had a great time with my mom and then with you guys as well. But that's what she got me. I'm going to try that. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It literally smells like a Dole Whip, but with tajin on it, right? Like just like they do at Disney, right? All right. Salucita. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like it. So let me describe the flavor. Right off the top, you taste the pineapple. You taste a hint of what tastes like tajin. A very, very subtle hint. So it's not spicy. I had a spicy, margarita a couple months ago when we went to a Yard House.
Yard House?
Was it spicy, right?
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I liked it, but it was a little too on the spicy side. And real quick, as I go on, I just want to say hello to Mia. She said, Happy Friday. And then she put, let's go. Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace. Team Gio. But yeah, no, this one tastes bomb. Honestly,
It must have been a typo.
I would, I know, right? I would strongly suggest. I mean, I know it's kind of weird because it does have that wine taste at the back end. It tastes really good, but I would maybe even suggest putting it on ice. Like, I know that's kind of crazy, but I feel like ice kind of like reminds me of that Dole Whip experience. So.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Ellie.
What's up, Ellie? Happy Friday. And remember what we had said that we think we might have missed one of Ellie's chats?
Yes, yeah. Ellie. Yes, I think we missed one of your chats. I think I saw it, but I don't think you saw it. That you said your husband's birthday is next week, so we wanted to just say happy birthday to him. Yeah, happy early birthday. I think you mentioned you might be making him pozole as well. Yeah. So hope he has a great day. Hope you guys have a great meal, a great afternoon, evening, all that great stuff. But yeah, Grace had noticed that we might have missed that chat. And, we love you guys. We don't ever want to ignore you guys or not celebrate those special days, just like you helped me celebrate my special day. So, yes, exactly. happy early birthday to him, yes. If it's not his birthday. Mia did say it was a typo. Makes sense, Mia. It makes a lot of sense now. Now I get it. All right. Lady said, which house are you guys going to hit up first? Ooh. It's hard, Lady Sid. Last year it was kind of different. I feel like this year is probably going to be different. Last year we tended to be in a bigger group. We were like in actually a pretty big group. This year we're still planning on meeting with our friends. We're still planning on doing those great things. Our group might be a little smaller, and we might actually not maybe meet up with our group right away. So it might just be like Grace and I, like for the first couple of hours for sure. And so it really just depends on what we see the lines shaping out to be. So I think since we have early access, that means that we can line up.
Personally, for me, I think I love The Last of Us, but I do think I want to do Stranger Things first.
Yeah,
I love The Last of Us, but yeah, I love Stranger Things. We only recently got into it last year. We binged the whole thing. It was incredible. So I'm super excited to go into that one. Is that the same one that you said you wanted to go into first?
Stranger Things?
Yeah. Yes. And then number 2 would have to be The Last of Us. But I have a feeling by the time we get to that line, man, who knows? It might be
early access. Yeah. It's very limited. So.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm just glad that we get to go, guys. Like, come on. It is in less than a week. We're going to be there. We're going to be walking around. We are going live on opening night. We're going to be going live pretty early, so make sure you guys keep those notifications on. We want to go live early. We want to give you as much of a perspective as early on, so that way you guys can see what that first night of HHN is about. So in case you guys decide not to do it this year and you want to try to do it next year, you have a pretty good perspective on it. Because I know a lot of people, and I was telling Grace this, we've talked about this actually on my birthday as well. I was really nervous on my way to, might have been my birthday, it might have been the last time we went live, but I was really nervous on my way to HHN. Like, I was super nervous, and I didn't know what to expect, and look at me now, guys, look at me now, ha ha ha. But, I would strongly recommend that if you are nervous, it's something that you want to tackle, you want to do, watch some vlogs, watch some videos, honestly, if you need to spoil it for yourself, but to be completely honest with you, that's kind of what helped me out, like, was when I was watching those vlogs, it just looked really fun. And I'm like, I feel like, it might be too hard for me to get scared. Mm-hmm. Mandarino Adventure said, how's the pregnancy going?
Pretty well, let's say. What do you think?
I'm not the one who's pregnant. They're asking you.
What do you think?
I don't know. They're asking you. I think she looks healthy. I mean, we went to the ultrasound. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, or
maybe, yeah. What do you think?
Anything you want. I'm leaving it up to you. I'm leaving it up to the pregnant woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's going well so far, and yeah, the baby was very healthy when we went to the ultrasound. So just have to go back in a few weeks.
Yeah, we did put out the baby update. That one was actually from quite a bit ago. Like, we mentioned even a while ago that some of the baby updates are going to be like a little bit behind. And I thought it was going to be about a month, but that one kind of slipped quite a bit for us. So it was a little over a month, but I'm hoping that this upcoming weekend, we can edit, we can get caught up with that, kind of give you guys the more up-to-date news. From like my perspective, like, I feel like she's doing a lot better now from what I can tell. She's able to get up early and actually, like, do things, whereas before it was really difficult for her because she just felt so sick. and I could tell, so it seems like she's doing a lot better in that regard. The baby, like when I was watching the ultrasound, looked great. The baby was moving around a lot, so we're super happy about that.
Mhm.
We just want to make sure that, the baby continues to stay healthy. Grace continues to stay healthy, but overall, it's been really nice. It feels like it's going by fast. I know we're working on getting a registry done. I know we've been asked about that, and it's not like we're not like jumping like to like do it right away because we
kind of looked at some stuff last weekend, right? Like it was last Friday actually.
Yeah.
We went.
What did we look at? I don't remember. We looked at the
car seats, the cribs, the
play pen things. I don't know what you want to call them.
The side sleepers. Remember?
Yeah. All I know is that.
And some of the baby clothes. All
I knew is that like I was just like walking around and I'm like, I don't even remember exactly what we needed, but I know we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. Yeah. So we're not looking for big ticket items like in our registry. I think for the registry,
I don't think we're gonna add those kind of things.
And
only
Xbox
for our family if they ask.
Shout out to Crystal and Chris. They told me that it's completely okay to put an Xbox on the registry. They just said it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with them. I think they made a great point. So I was, running that by Grace. And I said, Grace, Xbox on the registry. We must. You never know. The baby might want an Xbox. We never know. We haven't talked to the baby yet. So we'll see. But no, just messing around, guys. Just messing around. But we are looking at putting more like shirts, little things like that you guys, if you guys are interested in, obviously being a part of that, we don't want to make it too expensive because, we understand that,
maybe a baby mansion or something.
The baby mansion. I've never heard of that one.
A baby mansion.
Oh yeah. Justin, I played it a long time ago. Let's see. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll put out that information as it comes. And we'll kind of let you guys know. I know people have been telling us like a virtual baby shower. We've gotten 2 different people suggesting that. It's just we really don't know how to do that. And also, I think Grace is like. I really want you guys to understand that Grace, as much as she loves doing this, like I definitely am the more extroverted one. So I think for her, it's not like she doesn't know how to like. I don't know, babe. Like it's kind of probably feels weird, right? Like I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. No, I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't want it. Let's see how to explain it. Just like I don't. I don't want anybody to feel obligated to do those kind of things. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, it's more like if it's something that comes from the bottom of your heart. But I think like it feels a little odd to put together like an online baby shower because we're like we're not trying to like we don't want anybody to feel bad if you can't like do something like that because I think just your caring ways is enough for us sometimes, not sometimes, all the time really, because that's what we really look for. Is we just look for great positive attitudes, just like people who love to have fun, who love the same things that we like, or are wanting to learn about the same things wanting to learn about the things that we like, I guess is what I should say. So we appreciate you guys. As we figure it out, we'll let you guys know. Like, for us, we're just trying to enjoy the pregnancy as it comes right now. We're like, we're almost on the tail end of this thing, so it's kind of crazy to think like how fast it's going, but I think it's crazier because it really took us a long time to announce it to you guys. So it just we didn't really know.
I was gonna say Ellie said no worries, thank you for the early birthday wishes. I'm making a pozole and Latina.
Bomb.com.
Good combinations.
Yeah, that's what my mom made me, the gelatina. And it was funny because my mom's like, I used sour cream in her Jello, right? And we're like, ha 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 ha. And she's like, why are you laughing? I really used sour cream in the Jello. Like, I'm like, oh, what kind? She's all the Mexican one. And I'm like, ha 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 ha. And she's like, no, I really used the Mexican one. Lala. Oh, okay. But she
always tries to joke with us like that. So it's like, now we're like, are you being serious? Like, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, because she had even said, oh, I didn't have time to make that Latina. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
And she was just so straight-faced about it. Like, she wasn't
She's
like...
tired. She's tired, so anything she says sounds for real.
Usually she'll be like, ha, 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 ha. Like, like, I didn't make the Jello, ha, ha. And I'm like, ha, ha, ha. But I was like, are you serious? You didn't make it? I was like, okay. I mean, I guess. Like, what can I say?
And she knows I love the Jello. But I want to say what's up to Spice. Shout out to the whole Spine Ticks fam. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Always a good time. Always a good time. But yeah, no, it was weird. She did make the Jello. Obviously, we ate the Jello. We finished it yesterday, which is crazy. She made a lot. Mm-hmm. She made a huge batch, and then it was funny because I asked Grace because like first Grace was like, "What do you want me to get you for a cake?" I'm like, "I don't want a cake." Then she's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Well, if you're gonna get me one, give me a banana nut cake, I guess."
Yeah, you had to.
And then I was like, "You know what? Like literally, it's been all about pineapple this year, right?
Yeah,
like it seems like none of us, none of us can get away from pineapple. It's the gift that keeps on giving." And real quick, let's say what's up to LA. Oh, let me say what's up to everything is good. Guys, sorry, I do this a lot.
Sorry,
why is it sorry? You should feel even happier that I care about him that much. And I'm like, you know what? Let me tell this dude hello like 3 times because I care about him that much. I'm that excited that you're in here, LA. Honestly, bro, we love you guys. And you know what? And if I did say hello to you twice, I apologize. But we do love you, man. We love you in this chat. Yes. Thank you for being here, obviously. Yeah. I'm like, let's say what's up to me. Okay, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. But
yes, hi Isabel. Sorry.
Hi Isabel.
And she said they're going to get udon. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my gosh. Jealous. Hashtag jealous. We love udon, by the way. We love udon in hot pot. That rocks. But I was gonna say, so I ended up having Grace make me a pineapple upside down cake just because I was like, why the F not, right? Might as well. Everything else is pineapple in this world. People keep talking about pineapple, the pineapple world. Freaking SpongeBob SquarePants lives in a freaking pineapple. So it's like, might as well just make my cake a pineapple upside down cake. And it was good. It was really good. But the day that we ate it, like for my birthday, I was beat, guys. We only went like 45 minutes. I was so tired because I had gone to work. I was like there all day and I was so tired. So I ate like a slice, but then we got home and I got like that second wind. And I'm like, I ate a bigger slice, and then I ended up going like the next day, I think like before we ate dinner, I grabbed it like literally right before dinner, and I'm over here. So Grace the whole time was like, "You didn't like the cake, did you? You didn't like the cake, did you?" I'm like, over here, I killed it by myself. It was freaking delicious. But I would absolutely recommend pineapple upside down cake. The only thing I was missing was a pineapple Dole Whip float.
And a pineapple pozole.
No, let's not get crazy now, babe. Let's not get crazy.
Isabel said, "I love pineapple in my noodles at the Mongolian." Oh, is that what kind of place is that exactly?
Pineapple what?
She said, "I loved pineapple in my noodles at the Mongolian."
What? So I'm assuming that sounds bomb.
Yeah.
See, I've heard them put pineapple in things like
That's like good.
Like there's a sweet and sour soup.
Yeah.
It's like a sweet and sour soup, if I'm not mistaken. Like a sour soup. Same thing from either China or Korea, one of those places. I am so sorry to those who are from those parts of Asia, and if I got it wrong, I do apologize. But I know that they put I think they put pineapple in it.
Yeah, right? I think so.
I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
I might be tripping. Who knows? And if I'm tripping, then my bad.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hope you guys are doing well. Sounds like if you guys are getting udon, you're gonna be more than well.
Seriously, I'm full right now because we were just in such a hurry, and Grace knows that like every once in a while I get like this strong urge for like the Red Baron, like the just the regular pizzas that you put in your freezer
with some salad.
Like every once in a while, I think I've told Grace this before. It's because it reminds me of when I would spend the night at my friend's house when we were kids, and those sleepovers were always so much fun. But it was trippy because in the morning we wake up and like sometimes his parents went to work or they were just doing errands. So they would make us like one of those pizzas as like a breakfast thing. So I got used to it for a while to have it like for breakfast. And now we have it for dinner or lunch or whatever. But I legit, if there's some, I will kill it for breakfast. But literally, I'm not going to front. Like that was one thing that I was super in the mood for. So when Grace was texting me, I was at work. She was like, "What do you want to eat?" I was like, what do we have? I was like, oh snap, we have this pizza.
I feel like we had talked about something yesterday, or the day before. Like I was like, what should we have on Friday? Because sometimes we kind of try to plan out like what we're gonna eat, like,
especially for Friday,
a couple of days in a row, and especially for Friday, like Gio said.
I just want to say what's up real quick before we keep going to the FL Vlogs. What's up, Angel? Hope you and the family are doing well. Was glad to be able to catch it for just a little bit earlier, and hope you guys are doing great, man. But yeah, shout out to the family. But yeah, we're I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh yeah, no, that we usually
The food.
that we usually try to plan a couple of days in advance what we're gonna have. And I was at the store and I was like, oh, like like if I need to grab something while I'm here, do you need a napkin, Avery?
Avery, grab a napkin.
You're scaring me, daughter.
Yeah, so we're having like it's like throughout the whole apartment like thing here. This our building. There's like ants, so it's been like a headache because we all work full time and the kids are at school, so there's really nobody here to like stay on top of it like during the daytime. So we come back and sometimes like if Mochi like dragged one piece of kibble like anywhere where we didn't see it and weren't able to pick it up, then there's ants already there. And so it's like when Grace was doing this a little earlier, I was like, did an ant bite you or something? Like, what's going on? Because it's clean right now.
Yeah, no.
It's good right now.
Yeah.
But if like
when we're home, it's like we can control it. But when we're not home, it's like, and I get back or he gets back, like it's just like.
And it's like that everywhere. Like we go outside and on the pavement, all over the place. And like they're like walking and file like in between the cracks of the pavement. So every crack of the pavement, there's like literally ants in every crack. Yeah. And Mochi's so funny because like I don't know what it is about ants, but she loves going up to them and she'll like, and I'm like, Mochi, stop sniffing the ants. She's like in a big old like ant pile, and I'm like, dude, chill out. Real quick, I want to say what's up to Park and Sip. What's up, Park and Sip? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Love you guys.
Yes,
but yeah. It's been bad. So right now we're just trying to like mitigate this whole ant things.
Luckily they're not everywhere. They're just in like the kitchen area, like or their doorway actually.
Spine 6 said a damn ant takeover. That's right. And then Justin said the ants go marching one by one. Hurrah. Hurrah. Yep, basically. That's exactly what they're doing.
They can stay marching outside.
They're marching though.
I hope they don't like. I don't like them inside.
Oh yeah, they're Justin asked if they're fire ants. They're not fire ants, Justin. They're not fire ants. No. And I just said that, the other day too, because we were walking to the car. I was either telling Dominic this or Grace this, but I was like, at least they're not red ants. I think Dominic, was I telling you that?
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, I was like, at least they're not red ants, because red ants are no joke. So we don't have that. Fighters. And these ants bite very like, it doesn't hurt that much. It just feels like a little like irritated. Like right away you're like, oh, something bit me. You could just tell, but it's nothing like terrible.
Bit me. That's kind of crazy.
I think it's just because when there's been a couple times where I've taken Mochi outside. I know we keep talking about this, taking Mochi outside. No, where we taking Mochi outside and I was standing, like it's like 6 a.m, guys. I'm like this, maybe. And I'm with the leash, and I'm like, sometimes I'm just even looking at my phone, just like trying to catch up on whatever, like emails or whatever. And I'm like, I look down, and on my chancla, there'll be like a couple ants. I'll be like, ah, and it didn't help that Mochi's just there sniffing them.
Yeah, she doesn't do that.
Delicious.
She doesn't do that with me. She's so like does weird things with him, like, and when we go outside, and she's just like this really good girl.
She's cool. I love her, but it's Grace hates her. Like I'm pretty sure Grace hates her. We've all, even the kids have said, I think Grace. Like mommy doesn't like the dog. Like I'm like, I understand.
Avery, is that true?
I understand. It's all like good. Yeah. It's all good. It is true. Look at Dominic saying it's true.
It's true.
Dominic, she hates the dog, huh?
Yeah.
Ask the dog who she loves more.
She's like you.
Well, she likes her abuser more, apparently. I don't know. I'm just kidding. For the record, Grace does not abuse the dog, for the record. But real quick, I want to say huge congratulations and a what's up to my brother Raul the Doctor. He's been a Cowbell Clique member for 2 months. He said, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Raul the Doctor. It's good to see you in the chat. But yeah, man, congratulations. 2 months as a part of the Cowbell Clique, dude. Like, man, mind blown. It's already been 2 months that you guys can literally do this. Like, wow, that's incredible. So thank you so much, Doctor, for being here with us tonight. We appreciate you always, my friend. Always, 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 always. But yeah, it's been, Grace, I think she likes the dog. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Poor Mochi.
If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't even be in this home. So
that is true. That is true. That is true because we were talking about adopting a dog like around the time when we got her. But Grace was the one that saw her on the SPCA or one of those websites, and she's the one that like we made the effort and like we went to go see her. Guys, it still always sticks out to me that we walked in there and like, by the way, it was just so, man, the situation there for dogs was just, oh my gosh.
They do their best. No, they do their best.
Yeah, they're nice. They're sweet. Yeah.
But it's just, obviously, when you see how sad and lonely the dogs are, like, it's.
And when we saw Mochi, like they had called her Dixie. Like they have to give them a name, right? So she's in a glass, like kind of like crate or box or whatever. And I just remember she was like laying in there, and especially knowing how that dog is now, it breaks my heart even more. But I remember she got up, she looked at us, and it's like almost like she was like, they're not here for me, and she just like laid back down and kind of like turned her back. And so we actually did walk around, like we walked around just real quick just to see the other dogs, and it wasn't meant to be. Like we really saw the other dogs and we're like, no, this one, it's too big, or you know what, this one's barking a lot. Like we really can't have that, you know, at our apartment, like things like that. So finally, you know, we were like, let's circle back around. And we told them, can you guys get her out, please? And so they get her out, and she's like, I'm telling you, like, yeah. It makes me emotional because that's like my little kid now, right? Like, so to know that my little kid, my little dog child was in this situation, like knowing how she is with us, like she loves being around us, sleeps under our blanket, like gives us like all the snuggles, like wants to lick our faces, wants to just be around us all the time. Like if that dog could like go with us everywhere, she would. She just wants to be with us. Like that's all she cares about. And it sucks when we have to go to work and stuff like that. But you know, seeing how she was before, like when we got her, and then they took us to an area where they put her down, and so she got a chance to like kind of play with us and interact with us. She was so sweet.
And
but
who
like
did she want to be
shy. With you, like you sat down, so she went like behind the back of your legs, and she just kind of like
between my legs.
Yeah, I think she just saw that it was like comfort there, so she just chilled out right there. And I remember we were just like, should we not, like, and honestly, like in my heart, like I'm like, how can I walk away from this animal right now, like, because she was a puppy still. Yeah, she was still a puppy.
She was 7 months old.
So I was like, how can I walk away from her? I was like, I can't. Spine Tick said, lady said, dumping me off of Craigslist. Let's go. Awesome. Yes. Oh, yeah. But no, honestly, it was, we're just so happy that we have her now. Like, real talk. We're just so happy that we have her now. And I think that's like the most important part of it all. Lady Sith and I don't take for granted. We work from home and are with our pups 24/7. Love hearing about Mochi's origin story. Yeah, no, it's definitely her origin. She definitely went through some stuff before she came to us. Like we don't know whether it was a bound or whether it was like her previous owners or just like being a stray. But she definitely went through something. She's very attached to us. Like she's not aggressive. She's not. You know, she's really an ideal dog to have. Like, my mom loves her.
She doesn't even bark that much.
She doesn't bark that much. She barks. She does bark. She does make noise. But it's, like, really, like, she is intentional with it. She just doesn't like to bark for the sake of barking. Like, she does it for, like, a real specific purpose. So, it's really dope to have her, and we really appreciate having her in our life. It just makes our life that much better, that much more full. It really does. But, moving on, we do have a small agenda, and we've been live for about 35 minutes. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button for us. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching the replay, make sure you smash that like button for us as well. We really, really appreciate you guys watching the replay. And if you're joining us live, we do, like I said, have a little agenda. So we figured we'd catch up with you guys. Obviously, if there's anything else that you guys want to know about us or what we've been up to, feel free to drop it in the chat. We're more than happy to talk about it. You know, for the most part, you guys know, for the most part, you know, like we try to be honest and we're open books. And one thing that I wanted to mention is that and we're gonna have a sports section moving forward in the next couple of weeks. Where like for Friday, I will probably take about anywhere between 5, maybe 10 minutes tops to just discuss some of the sports happenings. This year, I'm making an effort, not making an effort, it really doesn't involve a lot of effort for me. But this year, I'm deciding to go back into heavy into sports. So we're hoping to go to a Fresno State football game and hopefully film that for you guys. We're hoping to just watch a lot of sports and then come to you guys on Fridays and then kind of like discuss the weeks in sports. And then if you're not into sports, my goal my goal is to help you understand what's going on and to make you excited about sports. So even if you just want to know a little bit more about football, a little bit more about basketball or whatever it is, that's my goal, is to make it so that way you guys understand it, even if you're not into sports. Now, with that said, college football made its grand return. I think it's already back. So we've already been watching some college football. Well, not me, but college football has been out already. I think there were some games tonight as well. And then the NFL is going to be coming back very, very soon. My personal team is the Dallas Cowboys. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. They are. But I love football in general. And I know the Cowboys are going to be playing the day after we get back from SoCal. So so next weekend. So we're super excited. So we're going to be definitely watching that game. We're going to be watching as much of the NFL games, mainly me. But I know Grace will be there when she's not watching something else or doing something else. So, but let's say
I actually like to watch the Cowboy games with you.
She does. She has her Cowboy shirt. Like we do watch those games together. It's been about a year, but we're gonna get back into it. But real quick, I want to say a huge congratulations to Mia. Mia has been part of the Cowbell Clique for a whole 2 months. Congratulations, Mia. She said, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Grace, Team Gio, I guess. But yes, thank you so much, Mia. We appreciate you. Honestly, it's so dope that you've been able to be part of the Cowbell Clique and drop those emojis, and really, it's awesome. We love seeing all those silver cowbells in the chat. You guys are awesome.
We're so
honestly,
happy to see this.
We still not used to it. I'm not gonna front, and I'm not gonna act like we're like, oh yeah, memberships. It's something that we wanted to do to bring our community closer, to have those shared emojis, to have just that community, that bond. And if you're not able to join, no worries. But we love being able to do it for you guys, and it's available to you guys. So thank you so much, Mia. Once again, 2 months,
Thank
2
you,
months
Mia.
of membership.
Avery, did you make sure you didn't leave anything over there? Thank you. Do you mind turning the air down?
Oh yeah, I am sweating. Honestly, I am sweating.
Mia said, "Tim Gio, Team Gio,
Tim Gio. Who the heck is Tim Gio?
I didn't say that.
Is that your lover?
Gio.
I don't know, Tim.
Team Gio. Spinetech said Raiders for life.
You know what? I got a soft spot in my heart for Raiders for Grace's dad, because Grace's dad was a huge Raiders fan. So we actually, the year that he, left us, I bought an ornament, a Raiders ornament, and then I got like a silver pen, and I think we put his initials on it.
I did.
And you did, huh? Because I was gonna say, because it's written out nice.
Yeah.
And so we put the initials on it, like as a way to remember him. Every Christmas, we hang a Raider ornament,
but no Cowboys ornament.
I know, but we do have a lot of Fresno State stuff.
We do have Fresno State, and then we
and
do
a Kobe
have
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
So I ordered a custom-made Kobe Bryant ornament about a couple years ago too. And Kobe meant a lot to me. So just honoring those people that can't be there to celebrate with us for those special holidays. So yeah, regardless, I'm not a Raider fan, but I was a fan of my father-in-law, and that's all I can say, I guess. So they got a special.
Hi, invited Beluga Will.
Beluga Will! Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Thank you so much. Honestly, we hope that you have a very, very, very good night. And we hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you so much, Beluga Will. And then also we want to say huge congratulations to Ellie.
Thank you, Ellie.
Ellie, she's been a member of the Cowbell Clique for 1 whole month, and she said, love you guys. We love you too, Ellie. Thank you so much. We honestly, and speaking of that, we can't wait to, hopefully in the next upcoming months, we'll announce it, the return of Movie Club Trivia. So you guys never know. So, put that in the back of your mind, because we might come at it. Yeah, we're planning something. It'll be soon, but we'll let you guys know. So, just, you never know. It's been a while. It's been a very long time, actually. Spine6 said, R.I.P. Mamba, 100%. Yes. Lady Sis said, Kobe forever, honestly. And I literally the other day, because I've been watching some sports documentaries. I mentioned that earlier this week. The other day, I was telling Dominic about the whole Mamba mentality thing, and he was like, "Whoa."
We had talked to him about it before, but I think it's been so long that he's a little older now, and he was a lot younger when we talked about it, so he didn't understand. But now he understands, because a lot of kids his age talk about it. Yeah,
they talk about LeBron, they talk about him, Steph Curry. You hear a lot about that. So kids his age are into it. But I think when he watches me too, watch those things, because I was watching the documentary for the Redeem team. So if you guys know basketball, especially the Olympic basketball, in the 90s, they used to have the dream team with like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Charles Barkley and all these amazing athletes, right? And then in the 2000s, for whatever reason, like the team just took a nosedive and we lost the Olympic gold medal like 2 times in a row. So the Redeem team is actually when they brought the team that basically won the gold medal back. And on that team was Kobe Bryant. So it was really emotional for me to watch it, to see how much he added to that team. Just really like the mentality that he brought really carried that team to that Olympic gold medal. So that's another thing that we kind of were talking about, just maybe like talking a little bit about those kind of things that we watched. So, like those kind of documentaries are definitely, some of my favorites. I watched a lot of the Untold documentaries. I watched the one on Manti Te'o. If you guys don't know who Manti Te'o is, oh my gosh.
Sure, plenty of people.
You guys need to watch Untold, The Girlfriend Who Didn't Exist. Literally, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Untold, The Girlfriend That Didn't Exist on Netflix. I don't want to tell you guys what it's about if you don't know his story, especially for you who are, if you're not a sports fan, it doesn't matter. Watch it. If you like crazy, like twists and turns and stories and things that you're like, there's no way that could have happened, watch it. Especially if you're like the true crime kind of people. It's like very investigative. It doesn't involve like a murder or anything like that, but it's super interesting.
Yeah.
And then with that, I did also watch Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez, which, damn, that documentary, if you guys know who Aaron Hernandez is from the New England Patriots, and he was also on the Florida Gators national championship team. That dude, he's no longer alive, but his whole story is mind-boggling. How he went from like super multimillionaire, star of his team, to that dude, like literally his whole life imploded. So that was another one. So Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez, The Girlfriend Who Didn't Exist, Swamp Kings was another one that I watched on the Florida Gator football team. That I love. That one was great. I had Tim Tebow. It had a lot of great players in it. That's really what I've been doing. Like literally, like Grace, I would come home from work and like I'd eat and be like, babe, I'm just so beat. So I would go and lay down and I'd just be doing that. That was my way of unplugging from YouTube, and I wasn't in the chats that much. I was really just trying to lay off, mainly because, for mental health purposes, I just needed to like decompress. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like you're involved in something. And so when you watch it, you're involved in it. You do it. Your life kind of revolves around it. For us, we just needed that like natural pause, that natural break, which is, why we had that pause and now we're here. But we've been watching Ahsoka too. Ahsoka, yeah. What do you think of it so far?
It's good. It's entertaining. Yeah.
Very entertaining. I like it too. I really do. Let's see here. I think I had saw somebody say "Boo the Cowboys" or whatever. I think it was Raul the Doctor.
I read it as "Go Cowboys." So. Just kidding.
Yeah, he said "Go Cowboys." Sorry, not sorry. Yes, go Cowboys. Yes. Oh my God, the Dream Team was the best. Yeah, the Dream Team like is my childhood. Like those windbreakers, those United States windbreakers, like the 90s. My mom loved buying me windbreakers, by the way. Love it. I was about 30 miles from where his helicopter went down. I had just taken a photo of the heavy fog sky, so sad and weird that I noticed how bad the visibility was. It's almost like something, man, like just the energy, as much as it sucks to say, it might have just been that energy in the sky, like, never know, and unfortunately that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes, honestly. It sucks, honestly. I truly miss Kobe Bryant. When I watched that documentary, I'm like, this guy was so full of life. Like, to know that he's not here anymore is a trip. It's a trip, and it's really sad. Mia said, I love Ahsoka. Yes, so did Raul. Love Ahsoka. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you, I love Ahsoka too so far. Yeah. I think it's been really good. It's been really good. And I don't know.
Even the kids have been liking it.
Yeah, I'm going to actually rewatch the episodes with Dominic and Avery because they didn't get a chance to watch it because it's kind of like we're on different schedules right now. So Grace and I watched it, but we're going to watch it together again. But I think it's a great adaptation. Because obviously it was all animated before with the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that stuff. But I think it's so cool. And we haven't finished watching Clone Wars.
No.
We want to.
The kids like watching Clone Wars too.
We will. Real quick, I want to say what's up to I Like Puppies. What's up, I like puppies? Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, we're excited to keep watching the episodes. There's 3 episodes so far. We've watched them all. We watched the last episode yesterday before we knocked out. So that's something that we've been trying to do, is just catch up on those kind of shows. But overall, like, excellent series. I can't wait to see where it goes. The fight scenes are really good. Like, I was surprised at how good the fight scenes are. The special effects are better than the special effects in The Flash. I'll say that much. So it was really good. I really, really like it. I hope that if you guys like Star Wars, you guys are watching it, because if you're not, you're missing out. It's such a great show.
It's a good show.
It's such a great show. Let's see here. For all of our local Fresno area people, Hobbs Grove tickets will go on sale, I believe, on September 9th. Let me verify that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And so Hobbs Grove is free to actually go to the actual location. You can go and they have like an area where you can eat, you can hang out, listen to music. They have live bands. You have to pay
for the food, but you can go and hang out. Like, you can purchase like pumpkins of different sizes and varieties. And
they have merch. They have like a whole barn with like Halloween merch, masks, all these crazy
and the
stuff.
Outdoors too. They have like shirts, long sleeve sweaters.
I have a shirt. Yeah, I have a shirt from last year that I can't wait to rock over there again. Super creepy, super scary. I love it. But let's see the tickets.
Are you sharing it or just looking it up?
Right now I'm looking it up, and then maybe if there's anything I can share, I'll share. But oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So tickets and prices. Tickets go on sale. Let's see here. I want to share this real quick with you guys, just in case you're ever in the mood to come from out of town. Go ahead, baby.
Lady said Balin and Shin have been my faves so far.
Yeah, Balin is a G.
And Chopper and the Loft Cat. The cat. Oh my God, I want one. I want one. Can I have one?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So guys, this is the pricing and ticket info for Hobbs Grove. So the tickets actually go on sale September 13th, not the 9th. But these are all the dates. There's discounted dates, as you can see in the red. There's just regular discounted dates. There's extra discounted dates in the red. You have the purple, and then you have a full price nights. But they have like different themes, like feeling lucky. They have a bluegrass night on the 19th, costume party on the 28th. It says the bitter end, last night of Friends.
Is a discount date. Oof.
Yeah.
And we said we would. Are we gonna go live that day, or go to Hobbs Grove that day? We'll see.
We'll keep people posted. That's a hard one, guys. Yeah.
29th, 30th, and the first are extra discount days. So.
Yeah. So we're trying to go. We want to film another vlog, but I think what I would really like to do is go live from the plaza area, because there's like a little plaza area where, like I said, there's a live band.
Instagram last year.
Yeah, there's a live band. There's food, so maybe we can go live for like about an hour and show you guys the band, show you guys some of the food. You know what I mean? So that way you guys can kind of take a look at that.
September 13th there.
Where?
Right here. You said September 9th?
No, I did. I corrected myself. I said September 2nd. Gotcha. Yeah, I corrected myself. So yeah, so September 13th. Some of the information. Let's see. I know we always talk about this, but trust me, guys. If you do find yourself in this area for any chance, like however, right?
Crazy possibility.
This is a great place to check out. So this is, you have the haunted house and forest, and you have the hayride. And trust me, these pictures are like tame. They're tame, like, because they're like lit up. But when you see these things like in the middle of the forest, like literally an actual forest, yeah, it's awesome. So we're gonna continue covering it this year.
Like, whoa, because it's so dark in the parking lot.
If anybody's from Hobbs Grove is watching, get us some media passes. Like, let us come and shoot at Hobbs officially. Let us put your video out there, guys. Last year, our Hobbs video did 2,000 views, which is one of our better performing Halloween videos, which we're super happy about. So I think this year I might try to reach out to the good people at Hobbs Grove, see if they'd be willing to kind of give us a little bit of an insight. You never know. And hopefully we can bring that to you. I'm excited. You know what I mean? Because I haven't seen a lot of videos on Hobbs. I really haven't. And it's one of those amazing.
Just because they don't allow people to videotape.
They really don't. We
videotape it. I'm gonna sound like an old person.
Well, we shot a little bit from like our
Take
phone.
Footage of
and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'll stop sharing that now. But yeah, Hobbs Grove. Check it out if you haven't already, or if you're in the Fresno area. Amazing Hobbs.
It was so much fun last year. It was definitely so scary. Even if it was only like the haunted sanitarium, right? Or Yeah. Right?
There's a haunted sanitarium in Forest, and then there's the haunted hayride.
Yeah.
And then just like the rest of the other stuff, like the shopping, the food, the live bands.
Yeah, but the haunted forest and sanitarium was like really long.
It was super long because it was like crazy.
At least, what, like 10 to 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Different parts of it. It was like kind of broken up into different sections, but it was just one big like.
Yeah. So there's one section where it's like really trippy. Like everything you're seeing is like visually like tripping you out. You feel like you're about to fall over. It's like crazy. There's a tunnel and all this crazy stuff. Then there's another section where you go into like a haunted like house, and you're in there with like maybe 3 other people, like you, your couple, maybe 2 other people, 3 other people, and then they lock you in there, and then they do some crazy paranormal stuff. So it feels like you're like literally locked in a cabin in the woods where like demons are trying to get you. Then when you exit that, I believe that's when you go into the forest. And the forest, I'm telling you guys, you are outside. And they have people popping up out of like the trees, the back of like dumpster, like just anything that they could put to kind of like make you think you're safe. You're absolutely not safe. Lots of foggy areas. Like the lights are, some parts it's super dark, hard to see. So they really do their best to get you. And trust me, like I think you walk like a solid like 15 minutes, huh? Like 15, 20 minutes. Like you walk for a while, because if you go into an HHN maze and you just walk it like when it's not that busy.
And you literally have to go through like the trees and stuff.
Exactly.
Like not even like fake trees.
Like this, guys.
There's legit trees, like real big like trees.
You're ducking under things. And that's how they get you too, because sometimes you'll be ducking.
Real vines, not like pretend vines.
Exactly. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. We hope that we could bring you a bigger insight this year than we did last year. I'm going to reach out to the good people at Hobbs Grove, see if they could possibly grant us a little bit of an insight. Even if it's during the daytime, that'd be awesome to be able to go and just talk to them and interview
real quick, I Like Puppies had asked if we're going to be at HHN this year.
Yeah, actually, I was just looking for that comment. Yes, we are. We're actually going to be at HHN a week from today, but also opening night. So opening night is going to be on Thursday. Tonight's obviously Friday, but we're going to be there a week from yesterday, I guess you could say.
In 6 days.
In 6 days, yes. I don't know why I always want to make it more complicated, but in 6 days. And then we're going to be there for opening night. We're going to be going live, as we mentioned earlier. So if you guys are excited, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. We're going to be going live pretty early. We're going to be going live for early access as well. And then the first opening, probably hour maybe of HHN. But yeah, we're excited. We're excited to go there. We're going to be there on Friday night as well. We most likely will not be going live, but we're going to be focused really heavy on, like, first and foremost, having fun. And then filming a nice, cool update vlog, something to show you guys what it's all about. Because honestly, HHN is the party of the year. And
let's say hi to Amy.
What's up, Amy? Thank you so much for joining us. She said, hi, friends. Amy said, did you guys do a gender reveal? We sure did. We sure did. It is on our channel. If you guys want to check it out, just go into our channel. It's going to be under our live streams. All right, let's see. And Mia, are you going? I think Grace had said earlier. I wonder if Mia's going. Mia, will you be going to HHN?
You've been very quiet about that, Mia.
Guys, if you guys are going to HHN, let us know in the chat. If you're a member, you can drop that that Universal Studios emoji to let us know if you're going to be going to Universal Studios HHN next week, especially, or if you're planning on going in general.
Yeah, Raul said, can't believe HHN is this Thursday already. Yep. Are you going, Raul? I can't remember if you said you were going or not. I can't remember.
Yeah. Honestly, last year when we left, I remember we were in the hotel room. I watched a little bit of the vlog back today. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I watched a little bit of it back. And I noticed that we were in the hotel room, and then we did the last part of it in the hotel room. I remember we were like on this high because we literally filmed that like at 2 in the morning.
Very excited.
Yeah, we're super hyped. Babe, when did we ever film that late? Like,
I don't know.
We were literally at 2, 3 in the morning in the hotel, like just talking about it. And I remember that part, it goes for a while. We talked quite a bit about it. So that's how much it meant to me last year. Like, it was that fun, that exciting. So yes, we are definitely going to be there. Let's see. Let's see. Mia said, I have no clue yet.
Mia. Just cancel the Joe Bros. I heard that.
Oh my gosh.
I heard they're not coming.
My sister's gonna beat you up if she hears you. She won't beat you up because of the baby. But once the baby's born, she's gonna beat you up.
She won't remember.
Ali said, I wish I could be there for opening night, but can't wait to see how much fun you guys are going to have. Honestly, Ali, I know you're planning on going as well, so we hope that you have a good time. Honestly, even if you're not able to go on opening night, it's still gonna be a great time. Trust me. Like I know you guys. I don't believe you've been there before, right? Last year.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
Last year, but before. Yeah. It's such a great time. But you guys have to make the effort. Honestly, make that effort. Like, if you've ever even thought about it and you're anywhere near Universal Studios Hollywood, we're about 3 hours away. Honestly, we've planned for this. Like, we're going to be there from Thursday. We're going to leave here in the morning, and we're going to be there till Saturday. So we're literally, next week is like a mini vacation for us. A mini vacation. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, literally.
Yeah, basically, that's a little mini vacation.
And I'm telling you, I'm super looking forward to it. Even today at work, I was just like, next week is HHN. Like, just thinking about it got me so excited. It was so awesome. Say what now, Grace? Team Gio. Just kidding. Love you, Grace. Aww, that's so sweet.
I love you too, Mia. But I'm just jealous because
if I would have said that,
I don't want the Joe Bros to take you away from HHN.
Mia, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. If HHN is in the cards, that'd be awesome. We can't wait to see what kind of experience you have there. But yeah, if you're not able to make it out this year, at the very minimum, just know that you can go for a very long time not going and still enjoy it at some point, because we went so long without going, and look at us now. Like, we're super obsessed with it. All right. Let's see. Yay, maybe I'll make a quick run to Universal to give you guys a little something. Whoa, Ellie. Oh my gosh. If you happen to show up at Universal, it's not even. It's
just a hug.
Yeah, it's not just about the little something. It's more. We would love to meet you. Like, we would love to meet you. We'd love to say hello. Like, more than anything. Like, I think that's.
I feel like I would like Ellie's hugs.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. Like, you like everybody's hugs. It seems like.
I'm a hugger. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, then I hug her and she's like, ugh, get off of me.
No, I don't, liar.
She's like, ugh.
If anything, I want you to hug me the most, and you're just like, okay,
you smell like.
You're like, enough.
Spam.
You're like, stop hugging me.
You smell delicious. I rather try going to HHN this year because of Stranger Things. That's why I want to go. I just don't have an answer yet. I guess answer yet. Yeah, honestly, if that's what you want to do, then yeah, go this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I don't think they're gonna have another one again next year. I highly doubt it.
If it's not next year, it'll be another year, because whenever Stranger Things 5 comes out.
Is there a repeat maze this year? No, huh?
Holidays in Hell? Well, no, not from last year, but
No, I mean from last year.
No, there isn't.
It seems like they try to switch up the houses like every year, but obviously, like, as we've seen, they don't mind going back to an IP that they've done in the past. So if they've done Stranger Things, they don't mind going back and doing it again. Obviously, it might just be different than the last time they had it, but strongly recommend, if you are a big fan of Stranger Things, if you're a big fan of The Last of Us, take advantage. Honestly, take advantage. And even then, that was my phone.
Your bouncy phone.
Even then, the crazy thing about it is I saw some of the behind the scenes from the Evil Dead Rising maze, and it was housed in the same place where they had the Horror Hotel last year. And I know Grace and I always poop on the Horror Hotel, and we say that we didn't have the best time because it seemed like maybe when we went, there just wasn't a lot of scare actors at the moment. And that's cool, man. Like, honestly, we want people to get their breaks. We want people to... These people are human beings. Like, they deserve to be respected. They deserve to have their breaks and all that great stuff. When we went in it, unfortunately, it just was a little tepid, so we didn't care too much for it. But, babe, I was looking at the images for, like, the Evil Dead Rises. It's basically, like, they have that same popping up thing, but everything else looks super freaking awesome. So
just, like, recycled it?
In a sense, yes, because shout out to Crystal and Chris. I know that they've mentioned it before, but it was supposed to be the Evil Dead Rising last year. And then so they had a kind of... Evil Dead Rises, right? Yeah. And so they actually ended up having a do a different overlay on it, just because I guess the movie didn't come out on time. So that's why they decided not to go with it. But then this year they're like, let's circle back around. Let's do it the way it was supposed to be done. And it just, so far it looks amazing. The pics from behind the scenes tour for Unmasked, Chucky, Monsters, and Evil Dead looks so awesome. Completely agree. I was actually looking at those pics right before we went live. I was taking a look at some of the stuff, and it looked incredible. Honestly, it looked creepy, looked gross. There's people with their heads blown off, holes through chests, guts strung about, monsters. It was awesome, honestly. I'm excited. I don't get scared of those things in person because I just know the production value that goes into it. But it is definitely the horror movie element that always gets to me. It's like that thing. Yeah, but it really is. That's what makes me nervous most of the time. It's not even like seeing like scary masks in public or anything. Like we went to, like I said, Hobbs, in my opinion, that one maze was pretty freaking scary compared to some of the stuff that we saw at HHN. So I enjoy it. I just, horror movies are not my favorite. Ellie said, I would love to meet you guys. Thank you so much, Ellie. We would definitely love to meet you. Yes, absolutely. Awesome. But, there's just so much, we've been watching right now. So I guess we're in we're talking HHN now. But there's a lot of merch out right now. So we are going to be putting up a poll for our members. We want to do something very special for our members. So we're going to be putting up a poll. We're going to ask you guys a very serious question, something that I think is going to make you guys feel really, really happy. So if you are a member, look out for that very, very soon. We're going to be dropping that poll very, very soon. And then just in general, we're looking at just, we want to take you guys into HHN to look at the merch as it is before the event, so that way you guys can see exactly what it looked like before the madness, before they were offering. So is there anything in particular that you wanted to look at, like as far as like merch wise? I think I have an idea of what I want to look at.
Any of the shirts, I actually kind of liked. I saw there was a bag that the Never Go Alone one, the one with the skull, and like the studs or the spikes, I believe. Yeah, that one's actually pretty cool. It's cool. Not Loungefly, but it still looks pretty nice. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be Loungefly. I can't buy anything that's not Loungefly.
Oh my gosh, I kind of believe her, because if you look at we have like a rack where we hang up all the Loungeflies, and it's funny because at first it was cute because they all it was a couple that fit in there. Now it's like they're all piled on each other, and I'm like, damn, dude, we need a bigger rack. I'm not trying to brag, but it's just, I love the Loungeflies too. Yeah. I think the Loungeflies are so cool.
They definitely, Raul said they have awesome merch this year. Yeah, they definitely do have a lot more merch. I feel, at least from seeing it, I haven't seen it in person, but seeing other people's content, there's so much merch out this year, more than last year.
Yeah, shout out to all our favorite and fellow content creators who have been covering that on a daily basis. We appreciate it because we cannot wait to be there. You guys got us so hyped up. Believe it or not, what I'm actually pretty excited about is the drinkware. Straight up, look at what we got last year.
Yeah.
So
no, definitely we'll get more.
I want another wine glass if possible, or a champagne flute if they have something like that. I definitely would love a shot glass or one of the little mezcal. If they have something like those little mezcal cups, I don't know if they will. Hopeful thinking, since it's Latin inspired. Something like that would be cool. And we saw a really, really cool Stranger Things mug just today.
The Vecna one, right?
It looks awesome. Yeah, the Vecna one. So I haven't bought a mug in a minute because we don't have space, but I'm thinking of buying something that maybe we can hang underneath, where we can kind of clip the mugs underneath how do I say it? Underneath the cabinets. Because my assumption is, and guys, if you know this exists, let us know. But my assumption is that there's a rack. You know how let's say this is the cabinet, right? You open the cabinet and then maybe you can slide it into the cabinet and then close it. Sure. So that way there's a rack underneath those drawers. You know what I mean? Because we really need more space. Grace and I are huge mug collectors, not much collectors. All right, let's see what Ellie said.
She said, did we read this one?
Oh, wait, actually, this one right here?
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I feel like Evil Dead Rise is going to be one of the scariest ones, and so far I've heard many aren't very excited for that one. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. Yeah. But I'm being optimistic and going in with an open mind and seeing how it goes.
Yeah, because even if I don't know much about the movies, I'm not going to lie. But
it sounds funny being optimistic in horror.
It'll be great. It'll be great. John Murdy, everybody at Universal, they kill it. We've been watching I don't know if Grace has been able to watch a lot of them with me, but in the past, last year especially, I was watching HHN from the years before, and it just seemed like every year they were killing it. So honestly, like I know it's gonna be awesome. Let's see here. I'm very tempted to grab the Hello Kitty Chucky bag. I for sure need to grab the HHN fan and a shirt. You know, that bag, it seems like it's gonna be like a big freaking deal this year. Like not only that, but that popcorn bucket, like seems like it's going to be a really, really big deal this year. So, you know, the only thing I would say is if you guys are going to HHN and if you want to pick something up like that, make sure that you guys go get it ASAP. Like, I don't know if those things will sell out, but you don't want to like risk it, especially if you're not going to be able to go back more than once. Just because it seems like a lot of people are like, they have that same mentality, like getting the Chucky bags. Like they came out with a lot of great merch this year in general. So, I mean, literally any one of those haunted houses, if you like something from there, you're going to find some really cool merch. And that's the best part about it. Like that's one of the funnest parts about HHN is just even the merch shopping is really, really phenomenal. Really phenomenal. Same, I want the HK bag and the HK pin. The pin, it's like, is it one of those bigger ones?
It's one.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger ones. I love those big pins, by the way. Like, not just that one, but like, meaning like...
Just in general.
One time, oh my gosh, I got to tell this story because Grace was like... I remember telling her about this. So one time I was at home, she was at work, and then our friends, shout out to Jackie and George, JG Voyages, they were live at Universal Studios, right? They were doing a giveaway for Dracula or a Frankenstein, one of those. Like, I think it was a Frankenstein, like one of those big, like, pins, right? I remember I was watching their live and I was talking to them and I think I entered the contest, but then at the same time I was editing a video for our channel. Hey, what's up, Hannah? Thank you so much for joining us. I was editing a video and he did the giveaway, and then out of nowhere somebody, I'm not gonna put them on blast, but somebody called us on our YouTube, you know, Instagram. I'm sorry, on YouTube. Our Gio and Grace Instagram, Instagram makes no sense. On our Gio and Grace Instagram, right? And I saw the phone and I'm like,
and I did too, but I thought it was very strange. I was like, this person never called me before.
Yeah, and we know them. We know them in person and everything, but it was just kind of out of nowhere. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, it must be a mistake. Mm-hmm. So I didn't answer it. And then like not that long after, somebody like reaches out and they're like, hey, you had won the JG Voyages contest and everybody was trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, what the hell? But it's funny, like, because they had one person who doesn't really, like, call us. But the people that usually call us that were there did not call us. So I'm always bummed out. Every time I look at those big pins, I'm always like, oh, I could have won one of those for us. It literally landed on our name, and I just didn't claim it. But it's all good. I hate you, George. Anyway. George will take that serious. He'll be like, oh. I don't hate you, George. I just don't like you. No, I'm kidding. We love you guys. We love JG Voyages. All right, let's see. I also want a Stranger Things lanyard. I'm trying to convince my husband to take me this weekend just to go grab HHN merch before opening day. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm. Go to City Walk. Yeah.
Ellie's husband.
Ellie's husband.
If you're watching.
Does he speak English or Spanish? Ellie's husband, if you're watching, take her. El esposo de Ellie. Si me escuchas, llévala que compre unas cositas de HHN. ¿Por qué no? Porque si se esperan, if you guys wait, it's gonna be worse. Va a ser peor. So might as well do it now.
Yep. Better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. Sarah said, I'm thinking of getting things I want after I'm done with the mazes because I don't want to hold anything. Do you know how much the lockers cost? I might put everything in the locker. That's a great question. We actually do know how much those lockers cost.
Unless they've changed in the past couple months since we've gone.
I'm thinking now, and this is my, okay. It could have changed. I'm thinking the large locker is $15.
Last time we went, it was $15.
It was $15. The medium one.
So expect it to be between $15 to $18.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I think
for the big one, but the smaller ones, I believe there were still about $8.
There's an $8 one and a $12 one.
Okay.
Right?
No, there's two sizes.
There's only two sizes. Disneyland has a 3, huh? Disneyland has a 3. Yeah, so I think it's the small one or the big one. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
the smaller one, the
smaller one to be between $7 to $10 more or less.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's worth it.
We're just saying based on because we haven't gone since July, and I think did we got a locker in July? Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
because we had gone some stuff.
Yeah.
So
anytime that we go and we get stuff, we automatically get a locker. If we're not getting anything, then we usually don't have to. But yeah, I strongly recommend it. The reason that I say lockers are worth it at Universal is because everything is a lot closer to those lockers than at Disneyland. Disneyland it's a mish sometimes when you like get a locker and you're like way across. Like let's say you're at Galaxy's Edge, your locker's on Main Street. Like it's gonna take you a while to get there. The great thing about Universal is there's been times where Grace is like, I'm really cold. Can you go get my jacket? And I can go get it real quick.
Lady Sith made a great point that they will hold items for you in the main store. Mm-hmm. So and especially if it's like a bigger item, you might ask them if they can hold it for you. So especially
if something you can't locker for sure, I'm definitely sure they'll be able to do that for you because they.
But I'm sure they'd be willing to hold anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people ask that question. So it just depends on the amount of stuff that you're getting. Like, I mean, if you feel more comfortable putting in that locker, that is.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, the one thing that doesn't get said enough about people from like the Universal team members is how incredibly caring, polite, great, helpful, amazing people are. Like we were talking about earlier, and another thing, kind of like an update to Universal Studios as we're right now talking about HHN plans updates. They're going to be opening up more mobile ordering. And I was telling Grace, like, you know, I remember one time when the lines were huge. It was super packed. It was like probably last December. There was a team member who just amazingly, like, first and foremost told us where to go eat. He's like, oh, if you go eat here, it's going to be really great food and it's going to be such a short wait. And then he gave us like express passes and stuff. And it was just random. He just saw that we were trying to find something to eat. So like, all I got to say is like the team members have never ceased to amaze us. We've met some really awesome team members who have even been on our live stream. And last year, actually, we had an awesome team member on our live stream who told us that the weekend was going to be there, and he was not lying. The weekend ended up being there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So great. I love the team members.
I'm just going to assume that Raul's trying to rub salt in the wound. He said, and who ended up winning that big pin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember, Raul. I remember. We could have just left that one in the vault. We could have just left it in the vault, Raul. You had to rub the salt, didn't you? Stream's over. Oh, that's true. Raul did end up winning it. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So your my misfortune was your fortune.
Our pain and suffering.
No, it was like as far as like getting lockers, I think like it's been a really good idea when we've needed it. When we've needed it, it's worked out great. I like the lockers at Universal. I've had no issues with them. Grace has had no issues with them. They're pretty big. Like if you get the big one, it's great. Like I would highly recommend it. Highly suggest it. Especially if you don't want to be carrying things around. I'm already like,
mm-hmm.
I'm
honestly, I don't think we've ever gone to Universal and just gone the smaller one. I think maybe one time.
Maybe once, maybe.
But yeah, the big ones are really worth it, honestly.
The big lockers are definitely worth it.
And at Disneyland, the big lockers are.
Shoot, I am not in the mood to carry anything else that I don't need to this time around. So, excuse me one second.
Wow, that was beautiful. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. It's the wine. It's the fermentation. But I'm so blessed that Grace got me a new camera bag because the last ones that I've been using has been killing. No. So Grace got me a new camera bag. So I'm super happy because all I have to carry around is my camera equipment now. It's great. What's up, Henry Rugari 21?
Happy Friday.
He said, "What's up, fam? What's up, man? Thank you so much for joining us. I know we had Isabel in here earlier. Shout out to both of you. We love you guys.
Dinner was delicious.
And shout out as well to Valentina, of course.
Real quick, let's say hi to Game Night.
What's up, Game Thank you so much. She said, hi, G&G. Happy Friday. I like your shirts. Thank you so much. We figured we'd dress for the occasion. You know, got to get in the spirit of things. And if you guys notice, too, our lighting in the back is orange in honor of spooky season. And the fall, too. Let's not forget about fall. It's coming up really, really soon. So, Gio and Grace, what do you do every Friday the 13th? You know what? For the most part, we've it just depends. It just depends. But we don't really ever like have any like super set plans on Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
This year, you know, we have some plans, possibly. So we're just waiting to see how it plays out. We got to talk about it a little bit more. You know, obviously, you know, full transparency. I know we had mentioned about possibly having a watch party that day. I don't know if it's gonna happen. So we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Yeah.
We hope it can, but you know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If we don't, then we're probably gonna bring you a little bit of
Hops Grove.
Hops Grove.
Yeah, we might just end up going there. Yeah. We'll let you guys know for sure.
They are gonna be open on Friday the 13th.
Yes. Yes, I know. So it's hard, guys. It's a lot. They are just getting home from dinner. Dinner was good. Yes, I love. Honestly, I love udon. So I'm so happy you guys had a great dinner. I love udon. But yeah, no. So we'll see what happens. But you know, usually we don't have anything like super set in stone. We know that some people, you know, like every Friday the 13th, you know, they got like a movie like or something that they do. For us, it just depends. Just depends on what we're up to and what we're doing. All right. And so I haven't had a huge chance to check into too much on the Disney Halloween front. Obviously, last night was the end of Wondrous Journeys, right? The fireworks show. Mm-hmm. And yes, we did watch. We were watching like 2 or 3 different live streams, like bouncing back and forth. But we did watch Wondrous Journeys. I'm going to miss it. I love it. And I think, I know I heard that they might bring it back again after the holidays. And if they do, that'll be great. Like if we can go, obviously around that time, and not be possible.
But like maybe in January or something, because like
that's probably
the holidays usually last until the end of December.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a while. So if you didn't get a chance to catch it,
once Halloween season's over, and then it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like spooky season, but I love.
But you know what? But I don't go right. We don't go right into Christmas. I think that's the reason I was kind of like, yeah. But we usually don't go right into Christmas. What we do is we try to like kind of like let the fall kind of atmosphere.
We don't. But I'm just saying like Disneyland.
In general. Oh yeah. You're right. So we do have reservations for later this month. So it's September already. So we have reservations for the end of the month.
I keep forgetting every time. I'm like, oh yeah, September 1st, and then I was like, oh yeah, it is September.
So we're trying not to spoil too much for ourselves. I know, right? Because it literally was my birthday a couple of days ago, and now all of a sudden it's September. Now we're out of August, which is always so crazy to me how fast the year has been going in general. Like it's been nuts. But we are going to be going on September 30th. We're going to be there. We're going to be filming. We're going to be looking around. We're going to be doing some updates and just overall having a good time. But I haven't looked into too much because of the fact that I kind of haven't wanted to ruin too much for us. Like the main thing I've been kind of wanting to look up is like the food and all that. But I know, especially with the end of Wondrous Journeys, and then they opened up San Francisco. You know, it's you know.
I know, which we haven't even tried the food there yet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we didn't try the birria ramen. We didn't. But guys,
it was so hot.
That's what I was about to say. If you remember our live stream, like we were there, we were engaged, right? We were doing our thing. But I'm not gonna front. Underneath that cool exterior, we were like, oh my gosh, we did not feel good. And that was that same day that we got stuck in like 2-hour traffic on the Grapevine. So that whole day was weird. Honestly, it was a weird day.
I put that out of my memory. Like it was such a terrible thing.
That day has really like made us reevaluate and almost like, you know, maybe made us pretty much think like we're probably not going to renew the Magic Keys just because we thought to ourselves, we're like, damn, imagine if we would have had a baby here right now in this traffic, you know, it would be hard. Now, granted, when we had Avery, like with us the first time we went to Disneyland when she was little, we didn't have AC in the car because the AC went out like mid-trip and she was crying like the whole way home. It was like an absolute disaster. Now it's doable. We can definitely do it. But I don't think if it's, I don't know. We have to really reevaluate that. I've told Grace, like, I don't mind even dropping to a lower tier of Magic Key for a while. But it's expensive, guys. Either way, it doesn't matter if you go to the lower tier. It doesn't matter if you go. You're gonna be paying an arm and a leg in some form or fashion. It feels like. So it's kind of hard. Like I'm gonna try our best. I'm gonna see if we can keep them. If we can keep them, if Grace and I agree with it, like then we will probably keep them for another year. But
we just have to consider too if we're not gonna be
so
going
much,
out
dude.
for the first few months.
And I'm okay with that, just because I know once we
we probably won't really be able to go in December.
That's one thing that I'm kind of like. But I think if we can maybe like really, how do I say it, like work it out, we might be able to go once in December. But it would be one of those things where like we go and Grace would have to walk around like this, and then we'll be like, okay, break time.
And it's not even the Disneyland.
Babe, let's go to Philhar Magic.
It's gonna be the actual.
Let's go to Disneyland Railroad. Really? I'll get you one where you like lean back all the way.
We'd have to stop a lot.
Husky said, "Do I drive a pickup truck?"
No.
No, I do not. I do not. I can't say I do. Cannot say I do.
But yeah, no. Yeah, there's a lot to consider. That's
look at her right now.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we probably might not renew is because like we probably won't use it for like December, January, because we would renew in November. Mm-hmm. So December, January, February, March, April, May. Probably going to use it for like 6 months. So that's like, why would we pay for keys for like?
I don't think it would be. I think it would be probably more like April we'd go back.
Okay, so December, January, February, March, April, that's still 5 months.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I always look at it this way, like, you know, the kids can go still. Like, so we have sometimes, like, friends that go and, you know, the kids can still go.
You would be paying for mine and I would be able to go.
Yeah, we'll see. We're not going to have this conversation for everybody, but yes, we'll see. We'll see. If we could keep them,
it's this point I'm trying to make. Like,
yeah, if we can.
It's just a thought, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, it's an if. It's a big if.
Yeah.
Because I agree with Grace and everything she's saying. But everything she's saying is true, but my heart is telling me, don't do it, you idiots. Don't let it go, right? But my head is like, logically, she's right. We probably won't be able to go at the minimum 5 months after we renew, which is kind of like crazy to think about. But the thing is that we know that once the baby's a little older, we definitely will be going. So I think that's kind of the hard part. It's like, you know, do we feel comfortable saying like, you know what, like once we're ready, like, are we okay for there to not be any magic keys and just pay for our visits? Which we talked about it and we said, yeah, we could probably do it a couple times a year. Like it could work out. But I do not think, I don't know. I don't think I can tell you for sure. I think that's the problem. Like, there's like no way of knowing for sure until we actually cross that bridge. So, you know, every time I watch, like, shout out to Jaycation. Every time I watch Jaycation, I've talked about this before. I always get so happy when I see them at Disneyland, just like doing their family thing, because we don't have the baby yet. Like, you know, our babies are a lot bigger now. So we don't really have that in common right now. We have in common that we're parents. But yeah, our kids are at two different parts of like, you know, the scope right now. But seeing how much fun they have and like, you know, baby Aiden seems like he's enjoying himself and stuff like that. I'm like, I cannot wait till our baby is doing the same thing until she's like just looking around, or we like tie a balloon around her stroller and she just like, you know, like to me that means a lot. Those memories, yes, they have monetary value because it costs money to go. But at the same time, like they're almost like priceless, because after a couple years, you do forget like, oh man, we spent like this much money that day or whatever. You forget about it, right? But yes, in the moment, you have to be fiscally responsible. You have to be very, very, you know, you have to be responsible. And thank you so much, Mia. She said 15 likes. Make sure you smash that like button, everybody. I know we've been kind of.
Do you want to put the weight scream so we can tell the kids goodnight?
Yeah, guys. So we will be back in a couple minutes. We're going to give you guys a break. We're going to give ourselves a break so we can tell the kids goodnight. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. We're just going to set up that weight screen for you guys. But if you guys are having a good time, make sure you hit that like button. Mods, if anybody jumps in the chat just wondering what's going on, please, if you could do us a huge favor, just let them know.
BRB.
Yeah, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. Thank you guys so much for waiting. It just takes a second for the kids to get to bed because they have to brush their teeth and all that stuff.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys waiting for us.
I think Yesenia came in. What's up, Yesenia? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're still here. But if not, thank you for joining us.
I'm like, oh yeah, I see her now. Hi, Yesenia.
But yeah, it's been a while, so hope you're doing well. We hope you're good. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, thank you so much, Mia. Appreciate you, Mia. But real quick before I drink the whole thing. For the 21 and over, it's a Stella Rosa. I forget what it is. Pineapple chili. It's kind of hard. But yeah, I could always upload a photo later. But pineapple and chili, and it's semi-sweet. So it says a low alcohol grape wine specialty with natural pineapple and chili flavors. Yeah, definitely not your typical wine.
To you?
Yeah, it is sweet.
Okay. So it says semi-sweet. I imagine it being a little bitter.
No, it is. Yeah, it definitely would taste good, like on some ice. I know I said that earlier.
I just said that.
Yes, saludcita to you, Ali's most wanted. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're just let's see. The last couple of weeks, the last 2 weeks, we've been going to sleep like around 9:30 for like during the week. Last weekend, I stayed up later. I tried to at least. I just felt like it. But most of the time, like honestly, by 9:30, I'm already winding down. So it's kind of crazy because usually like we were more like late owls, and I was telling my mom. Was I telling my mom that we were staying live? No, maybe my sister. I don't know. Somebody in my family that we stayed live until like 1, 2 in the morning sometimes. I remember one time we had almost a 6-hour stream.
Maybe it was your sister.
Yeah, and that time we were live like I think from 8 or 9 to all the way to like 1 in the morning or something like that. It was crazy. And that one was
last weekend last Friday was our date night, so we stayed up a little later because we went to watch the movie.
Yeah, so it's just, and then live streaming wise, we've kind of kept it very early. Even like I think in the last couple of Fridays, even before we decided to take the break. I think we were still ending the live like around 10:30, 11:30 latest, maybe, because we weren't doing a lot of Saturday streams at that point. Ellie says, "Salud, friend. Stella Rosa Black is my favorite." Same here. Yes. I know for her, that's probably up there for her too.
That's my favorite.
I know there's a blackberry one or whatever.
No, the black one is my favorite one, but the other flavors are good too.
I like the red one too.
The red one is really good.
Yeah, the red one is really good.
Let's see. What's the other one? I did. Oh, the other one that I like was the black cherry one, like you said. It was
and it came like in a bottle that was pretty nice and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know why I had to do it like this. Like you guys don't know what a bottle's shaped like. But yeah, it came in a really nice bottle. But for a while there, I feel like Stella Rosa, and probably still, to be honest with you, has literally been bringing out like hella flavors. Yeah, I didn't realize wine could be in like so much different. I didn't know it could be peach.
Yeah, the peach one's good too, but it's not like one of my favorite ones. It's like it's good though. It's good.
Yeah. I'm like the bottle, the bottle.
The Moscato one was good too.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I got into wine. Like not Stella Rosa, but Moscato.
Moscato, yeah.
Like Moscato is just easy to drink, and I know a lot of people are just like, that's not like. But even when I started liking certain like red wines, I think it was because I kind of got the flavor from like that bitterness of a Moscato, and it's not even bitter, right? Like that, but just that fermented note, I guess, of the Moscato. But that's really how I started liking it. If not, I don't know. I think I still would have been okay with it. But I'll tell you guys right now, and I don't know if you guys are like this, but if you're like a Scotch or whiskey drinker, like on the rocks, like, are you one of those people? I've tried, and I've never been able to like put it down like that. So I'll tell you a story. Like one time, we were living when we first moved in together. We lived with my best friend, so we're all roommates. And Grace had to go to work, and so we were just chilling, and we had this bottle of like Black Label or whatever, and we're like,
the Johnny Walker, right?
Yeah, we're like, you know what? Let's do, like we I don't know why we thought we were gonna put some hair on our chest. We thought we were about to be some real tough men or whatever. I don't know what the mentality was, but we're like, well, let's just drink it on the rocks. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Like, let's catch a little, a little buzz or whatever. Ha ha ha. This is our younger days. Yeah. And so sure enough, we pour it up, And then we sit down, and it's like I feel like I'm like out of a movie. We sit down, and we're both like, "Cheers!" And then we both go, "Yeah, it's not bad." And then we both take another little sip, and we're like, "Yeah, do you want to mix it with something? Let's mix it with something." And we ended up literally, I think, grabbing a soda and like just dumping it in both of our. Honestly, it was so funny, but like we tried. Like I'm telling you, we were like, "Yeah." I think
I remember you guys mixed it for me like on another day, and I was like,
"It's not my favorite.
So
I don't like it." I've had like, and I don't, I guess, count it as like, because it's another flavored thing. But I've had like the honey whiskey or whatever, and like that one, I thought it was good, but I know that it's probably not your typical kind of whiskey. Like I know it's not, yeah. So it's one of those things where I guess I just don't like those things if they're not mixed. Like straight up, I'm not gonna front. That's why I really like mixed drinks, but they're got like, okay, I'll tell you like this. This is just for the 21 and over, by the way. But when I first started, trying alcohol or like beverages like that, I first started with like Smirnoffs, like Bacardi Silvers, like some like I don't know what I was trying to drink, but I was just like, they taste good. They have alcohol. Wow. Pretty cool. Then I kind of like morphed into like the mixed drinks. So I remember we loved Grey Goose and cranberry juice. Like that was our go-to every weekend. And then Hypnotic. Like I feel like now people probably know how old I am now just by me saying that. I just dated myself. But yeah, it was fun times. And then after that, out of nowhere, we're all just like beer. Beer. Oh, you want beer? Like Stone Cold Steve, I want beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, and a margarita. But no, literally we just, and so I kind of like in the last more like couple years, I phased back into like having a mixed drink now and then because I don't like drinking like I did when I was in my 20s anymore. Like I wouldn't recommend it, like I would rather just like have a couple drinks and just relax. It's not about driving. It's not about getting into a bar fight or not that I ever got into a bar fight, but you know what I mean? It's not about being aggressive or it's just about like relaxing, mellowing, and then like, like 2, 3, you're good. That's how I get now. Like and Grace sees it. Like we went to watch Blue Beetle and I bought 2 beers. And I rode those beers out the whole time in the movie theater. And then we left. And I remember we get home and I was just like, usually in the past, like, especially in our younger days, I would have been like, oh yeah, should we stop for something? And like, just kind of keep the night going, Yeah. This time around we got home and we're just like, let's watch YouTube or TV. I forgot what we did. And we just chilled out.
Watch somebody's video.
Yeah. And then we just fell asleep. So it's two beers was all I needed for the movie pretty much. But it was fun. I had a great time. Blue Beetle, I know we've talked about it before. I strongly recommend it. Unfortunately, and I don't like bringing the stuff up too much, but there is a really sad video going out on TikTok that we did repost because we just felt like it needed to be brought to the attention of people. That sometimes, people really need to watch what they're saying because they don't really understand. Sometimes we don't understand other people's culture. And so we don't also want to like say things that we think we know, but we don't know, So that's what I would say to anybody. It's just be respectful of everybody's culture. We don't know the differences, sometimes, but, you hear it all the time, we're all, we all want the same things in life. We want to be respected, loved, taken care of, want to make sure we have, our basic needs met. So be respectful, be respectful. That's all I got to say. So that video really bummed me out because, to me, Blue Beetle was a great representation of what it's like to be a Latino, Mexican, just that culture, like down to earth.
It was a little over dramatic, a little bit, but it's a movie. And
I look at it this way too: it's a comic book movie, so like it is gonna be like your wham, pow, like it's gotta be like dramatized, right? It has to be a little bit more overdone. So I yes, some of the jokes might have been a little cornier than, but I don't feel like they were out of place either. Like I feel like a lot of those jokes are pretty spot on to like how Latino families interact. They act. If anything, Latino families can be kind of mean to each other, you know, and they're kind of nicer to each other than some of, like, I thought it was really good. I thought it was great. So yeah, unfortunately, sometimes, you know, things have to be marred in negativity, but, you know, to be honest with you, this was a great positive movie. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it, and I can't wait to see if they're gonna hopefully keep going with the Blue Beetle character, like in the new DCU, because damn, I thought it was dope. I really did. I thought it was much better than a lot of the other, like the Flash. I thought it was better than the Flash. I keep saying that, but I even thought it was better than Quantumania. Real talk. Real talk. When it's George Lopez, you usually expect funny things, and you know what, Mia? That's definitely true. But I think the thing that was funny about this dude this time is how much he was just like, you could tell he threw it to the wind. Like he said, I'm gonna let this just. I'm gonna be like. I'm just going to be this character.
Right.
I'm just going to be this character. I'm not George Lopez anymore. I'm this character now. And it did kind of feel that way. And I know it's kind of hard to believe because a lot of people are always like, you know, like Kevin Hart. Every movie he's in, you know he's going to do this. You know he's going to back up. Back up. You know, like he has his mannerisms and stuff. You know, George Lopez like, Shao! You know, like always walks around, you know. So, vato, you know, like he just kind of like, he even ducks down and stuff. But in this movie, like whether like, you know, he just let go of that. He didn't like, it wasn't like a straight translation. It wasn't like The Rock playing, you know, The Rock in every movie, right? Like, that's why I like it. No disrespect, but George Lopez, I thought he was super freaking funny. And I thought I might not like him in the movie. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I almost thought the same thing, but I'm glad.
I thought he was going to be a gimmick. Like, oh, they're bringing in George Lopez just because it's George Lopez. But to be honest with you, I thought he did really excellent. Highly recommend the movie. Lady said definitely wants to see the Blue Beetle. See it. Honestly, right now you're going to see it in an empty theater. So take advantage. If you want your own personal movie theater, go there. Because honestly, the thing that sucked, and I'm going to be completely honest with it, like it was very empty in the movie that we saw.
Oh yeah, the theater was pretty empty. And it was a smaller one too.
And they moved it to a smaller one. It hasn't been out like that long. So I was like really bummed out to see that that's the case.
But I think it might have been because of the definition that we're watching at it, right?
Honestly, it was weird. Like the screen was big, and nobody complained. By the way, at least not that I saw. The screen was freaking huge, guys. Movie theater.
Say something.
I should have freaking said something, but I was drinking my 2 beers, 3 beers, 4 beers. Anyway, but no, honestly, the screen was big, but the actual movie only covered like about like 3/4 of it. So imagine like a big old lip on top. Like it was just weird. Like it just did not look right. Like a bezel, like a big old bezel. And I was just like kind of like, why does it look like that? And I looked around, but since there was only like 6 people in the theater, none of us were like, let's get up and do something about it, you know? Like everybody's like, I mean, it's not completely cut off. No, and it wasn't even cut off. I just feel like they didn't, like it wasn't projected to that size screen. Like it was like almost like they were like, ooh, we ran out of the little screens. Just use a big one. It's cool. They won't notice. Like, you know, and nobody freaking said anything. We just sat there and watched the whole movie and honestly, once that first beer was done, it was like, hey, this movie's awesome. Like, I don't care if I can only see like, you know, that much of the screen. And honestly, we could see the whole thing. I could tell that we could see the whole thing. It didn't look weird at all. It just looked weird to have that big bezel on top. I'm like, that's never happened to me at a movie theater. Like in the whole time. And the fact that I was like, nobody's gonna say anything. Like nobody came in, and if anybody did, they didn't say anything. They're probably like, these suckers won't notice.
We went there. There was people coming in. Ellie had said it's been a while since I've had a cup of wine. Last time I think I had a little too much.
Oh, Ellie, no. That's why you gotta eat. That's why you gotta eat.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta eat something, and I think that's pretty much. But you know what? Regardless, sometimes we just overdo it. I can eat a lot sometimes and still be like, woo. But it's good times, you know. Every once in a while, it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? And we drink responsibly around here. We don't drink and drive. We don't do none of that. None of that. Did you? Yeah,
I had my little snack.
Were they still good?
Yeah, they were good.
Okay, no, I'm just wondering. Because I didn't think they would.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I bought 2 types of grace.
About 2 types of grapes?
Grapes.
Wow.
Grapes. 2 types of grapes. I bought like red grapes and green ones. The red ones went quick. That's actually nice because he's more than what people see. He's really talented. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think sometimes we think that people are not talented, I guess, in certain ways. But a lot of it too, I think is like writing in movies. Like if a movie is like really bad or if it's like badly cast, it's gonna not be great. It's just the way it is. And think about it this way, how many great movies come out a year and how many really bad ones come out a year? Same things with TV, huh? Like some great TV shows come out and there's like a lot of bad ones, right? Jill will be twerking when the alcohol. Jill will be twerking when the alcohol starts to hit, right? I don't know. It's funny because now even the kids ask me if I'm gonna twerk on the live stream. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, this became my thing. What the Main Street Electrical Parade, twerking and flubbering words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind putting my pregnancy snack away?
Oh my gosh, that was loud. Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Oh man. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. We're having a good time right now, honestly. I might twerk again, but who knows? Nothing's for sure.
I'm sure you didn't twerk when you got up.
No, honestly, I don't.
Now that rules here.
I don't even know if my pants were fully up. Imagine I go to do it and it's like, no, I can no longer monetize this. What's up, cool drummer? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah, right now I'm just acting a fool. But thank you so much for joining. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. We're still kind of, like I said, mulling over Friday the 13th in October. in October. I don't know. I'm kicking around the idea with the horror movie thing, but like as we mentioned, Hobbs Grove is gonna be open tonight. So
yeah.
Like, damn.
With discounted tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys all come and we'll go to Hobbs together and then we'll watch a horror movie together. We'll rent a big old movie theater. Imagine? Oh my gosh. One day, guys, we will do that. We will rent out a movie theater. We'll go down south. We'll meet up with all y'all and then we'll watch a good movie together. It could be a scary one. I don't know. We'll see. But that's probably a long time down the future. But who never knows? You never know, right? Sounds like a really good idea to me.
I know a really scary one that everybody's talking about lately.
Which one?
The Taylor Swift concert one.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't anger anybody, Grace. Okay?
Sorry.
You don't want them to come after you, okay? I don't want them to come after us. But I just got to ask, are you guys Taylor Swift fans? And I'm not saying that we don't like Taylor Swift. I think we just don't really ever have listened to her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard her music. I just don't really relate, I guess.
You don't relate? Yeah. What's up, Ray B? Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. We're just talking about the new Taylor Swift concert that's going to be shown at the movie theaters, right?
Something like that.
Well, Grace cringes because she just doesn't have, I guess, the best, she just doesn't really relate to Taylor Swift. And I know that for me, I don't feel like I ever even tried because it's not ever really been my scene, to be honest with you. It's just never been for me. But I can recognize that there's a huge fan base around her that absolutely loves her, respects everything she does, and will slice you up for her. HHN style.
I know, we're going to have a bunch of negative comments.
I don't want negative comments because honestly, I respect what she does. I just don't know much of it because I've never been... Like, my sister, I think, might have been into her, but I was already, kind of out of the house, I think. And then you were never really into her, so it's not like I heard it at home, right? Yeah. And then my mom's not going to listen to her because my mom doesn't listen to that kind of music. So I was never really around anybody who was like, oh, I'm going to put on a Taylor Swift album or whatever. I never have. I
acknowledge that she's really talented. I just don't relate to her music.
Yeah, but that's the thing is there's a lot of people who I'm like, I didn't realize you're a Taylor Swift. Not that there's a prototype, but I just didn't know. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know you. Wow, that's interesting. But we listen to just different things. We just never really I've never got into it. I know Grace said that she's heard music, but yeah, I don't see myself getting into it just because I don't really see myself putting it on in the car when I'm driving or anything. But that's just me. I'm just asking. Mia said she's super talented, but I can't get into her music. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of like I said, I don't know. I know that there's people who really love her and there's people that really don't. I love Taylor Swift, but a casual fan.
Oh, so he's not gonna slice this first.
No. Lady said, yeah, same, not my cup of tea. Yeah, it's just like you either have it feels like either like I guess there is in the middle, but it seems like a lot of people are either like on two sides of the coin. Like I'm gonna check the AC in a second. Yeah. It's either like we love her and we will like riot around her, or there's people who are like, I can't stand her, I don't like her. All I know, really, to be completely honest with you, is like I feel like the media has talked a lot about her relationship, so I feel like that's pretty much what I know about her. It's like all the relationships that she's probably been in and like all the drama, but I don't really know any of the music. Like that's kind of the crazy thing about it. What did Lady Sid say? She
said we're more in the Harry Styles crew.
Yeah, I don't know. Grace, what are we in? Like I have no idea. Because we just like don't we just bounce around so much like that we're never like really married to one kind of thing for a long time. Like this year it's just been like exploring EDM because it's fun and it's great driving music and it's just like fun like when we're cleaning to put it on. It's like one of the best things to put on. But we're into hip hop, like we listen to a lot of kinds of rap. Like today even like it's been a minute, but I was listening to Drake, like some of the older Drake stuff. You know, we've listened to a lot of rock, a lot of like, we like a band called Circus Survive, Seosin. We listened to a lot of that back in the day, especially 30 Seconds to Mars with Jared Leto. We would listen to that a lot. Yeah. The Used, The Cure. I know they're two different ones, but then Rage Against the Machine I've talked about a lot.
This is what I like. Lady said, she said, I love all kinds of music, even heavy metalcore. Yes.
Yep. I used to listen to Under Oath. I listened to Atreyu. Oh my gosh, just a lot of stuff, a lot of different things. But that's just over time. I feel like I get tired of like one type of music, and then I kind of want to like discover something else. And I think a big part of that for me has been because of movies. Because like if like you're watching a movie and then there's a song that sounds really cool or catchy, and then you're kind of like, oh wow, I want to hear more of that. Then that's kind of where I get caught up. Like, you know, like where I'm like, ooh, let me check that out. Real quick, let's say good night to Ellie. She said, all right, friends, going to call it a night. Had so much fun, like always. Really hope to meet you guys soon. Likewise. Have a good night, everybody. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you so much.
That's not what your husband said.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Give him our message.
Yes. Mia said, I'm a believer. Oh, yeah, that's right, Mia. I forgot. Yes, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. She's going to put Team Geo again, watch. Wow. Mia, you see? You see? You see?
I see what? I just said.
Grace was like, oh, that guy. Oh, brother, that guy. No. Like
okay, Mia, we still love you. It's okay.
No, well, she's like telling you it's okay. That's the funny thing.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Trapped into being a believer.
Wow. Mia's all unsubscribed. Oh my gosh. She said, oh, that guy? Yes. Grace is actively trying to get people to use that emoji, I guess. Like she's just finding ways of doing it. She's like, you know what? I'm going to insult Justin Bieber. I'm going to partially insult Taylor Swift. I didn't say anything. And I say partially because I don't want to get come for like, leave our channel alone. Leave Brittany alone. Remember that video? Oh, God. That was like one of the first like viral videos.
All I said was, yeah, like it's okay if she's a believer.
She's laughing.
She's still welcome here.
She's still, wow, why are you laughing? She's still welcome here. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know you felt that strongly against Justin Bieber. I really didn't
say anything. I didn't even say anything.
Then why you keep laughing? You're like, I didn't say anything. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Mia. Grace is like, sorry, you're a believer. No believer slander is welcome here, or else. Just kidding. No, it's all in good fun. And I don't know, Grace is just laughing. I don't even, that's the thing is I keep putting words in her mouth and I'm like, wait. And she's like, I'm just laughing. I'm like, ooh, gotcha. Sarah said, I love Justin Bieber. I still have my posters from 2010.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that long ago was when he was like younger. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I used to work at a Best Buy in Fresno, and they had the video for Baby, or the song that Baby,
something like that,
baby,
right?
oh,
That's me.
I don't know. How did he dance? So am I dancing like he did it? Did he do like a monkey like this?
The monkey.
Baby,
Why
baby,
monkey?
baby. I don't know. I don't dance like Justin Bieber.
I just say, why'd you
I
call
don't do it. I just imagine that there's a changuito right here. The chango, chango, chango. Oh. I would hear that song a lot, but I remember he was like a kid, like, you know what I mean? And I was already an adult by then.
I know,
but
he was like, what, like 14, 16?
I don't know, 14, 16? Skip a whole freaking year.
I'm saying between the age.
Oh, no, bro, no, please, no.
What?
Team Grace. Wait, he didn't do the chango? Oh, man. I could have sworn. I just remember he'd always do like, and he'd like dance, and he'd be like, and then he'd do the hangman.
What does that remind me?
I'm just kidding.
Like
I have no idea what. Ba, 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 ba.
She's all, no, please, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't, like I said, I don't know how he dances. Mia said, hangman?
He went from being the monkey to the hangman.
I know, that's why she's like, that's more like NSYNC. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's true, right? That's true. I did not like NSYNC growing up, by the way. I really did. Don't come for me, NSYNC fans. I know now you guys drive nice cars and have careers.
Like, I'm a little embarrassed for you, Gio.
What happened?
She has like the little like that perspiration.
I'm sweating over here too underneath this because
like,
I'm over here trying to dance like Justin Bieber. I have no idea what the heck this is. I just did it automatically, and I just figured that's what Justin does. Like when he dances, he goes like this. He hits this, and then he does this, and then he does this and this. It's like 1 and 2, and imagine his choreographer 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and Justin's like, here's $500,000, dude.
I think
You're
you just
genius.
insulted Lady Sister.
You're a genius.
No, NSYNC all the way, bro.
I'm sorry. I didn't like really any of them, but my sister was really into the Backstreet Boys, so that's the one that I really like. Now that's nostalgic to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like more than the NSYNC songs. Like, yes, the classics, the hits from NSYNC, yes, are still like, now I'm like, oh yeah, they sound cool. You know, I like them better now. But I feel like, yeah, Backstreet Boys, like more of their albums I remember. Like, so when I've heard some of like their random songs sometimes, like on TikTok or wherever they come up, I'm like, oh snap, that song was pretty good. I don't know why I would tell my sister to turn it off. You know, whatever, right? Oh my gosh.
I think you were kind of close, babe.
Close.
Let me turn up the brightness because
close. It's close. Look, Chango. Wow. See? Come on, Mia. Come on. Great minds. I knew he would hit that move. I was like, I knew he would hit the Geo special. I knew it. I knew I inspired him. Yes.
Chango special?
He's Canadian too, right?
Yeah.
Go Canada. I love it. Literally, she just showed us a actual GIF of Justin doing this, like dancing. So that's what I'm saying. Proof. That's what I'm saying. I just knew. I somehow knew the force. I was getting excited about their rumor of the reunion for a new song for the Troll. Really?
Oh,
I did not hear about that at all. Makes sense though, because Justin Timberlake's in it and all that good stuff, or at least does the song. He's in it, right?
Yeah. No.
He's a voice.
I can't remember if he's a voice, but I know he sings a song.
The song, right? Yeah, and because you hear it all over Universal Studios, pretty much.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't really watched those movies.
I've never seen any of the Troll movies. I've been wanting to watch Secret Life of Pets because I've been on the ride like 50 times.
Yeah, you've never watched it.
But I feel like I know it just because of the ride.
Anytime that me and the kids watched it, you weren't home.
But was it on like? It's not on like.
It was on Netflix, and now it's probably. I think it's on Peacock.
On Peacock?
Yes, that same one. Yes.
I'm such a child, honestly. I really am. Lady said, "Yeah, Justin is the voice of
the main troll, which makes sense why he would even be on the soundtrack, right? Duh.
All right. Do you need a refill yet?
Oh yes, the new Troll movie looks cute. In a bit. Oh yeah, he plays Branch. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I've seen pieces of it. I just haven't seen the whole thing.
I've been wanting to watch Shrek again.
Shrek?
It's been a while.
Me and the kids just watched the whole
trilogy.
Well, there's more than just a trilogy. I think there's 4 movies.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, me and the kids watched them, and then we watched Puss in Boots.
Let's watch Harry Potter again.
Yeah, we tried to invite you to watch it with us, and you didn't want to watch it.
Harry Potter?
No, the Shrek marathon that we did.
I probably was not in the mood for Shrek. I probably really wasn't.
No, I just wanted you to watch.
Well, let's do it. I'm kidding. I don't know. We got to do something else though. Mm-hmm. Christmas movies coming up soon, but Halloween movies now.
Life of Pets.
We should watch Secret Life of Pets. We should do a watch party for Secret Life of Pets. Imagine. I wonder if anybody would want to see that. Honestly, that would be so weird. We are watching like a movie that came out years ago that's just like an animated random one based on a ride. Based on the ride. Dun, dun, dun.
You made it sound so intense.
It is. It is very intense. It's like the Transformers ride. Have you guys ever been on the Transformers ride at Universal Studios? It is awesome, but it always like the screens. At least one screen will always freeze on us. It's crazy. I think we've only been on it one time where the actual screens worked the whole time, huh? Mm-hmm. And now that Grace is pregnant, we can't go on it. She wanted to go on Minions last time, and Minions like bounces you around crazy. And I told Grace, I was like, you know what? We're not going on Minions. You're not getting on
I'm not
Minions.
Getting bounced around.
Yeah, bounced around or anything like that. But yeah, no. What time do we have right now?
It's 9:42.
Yeah, so we'll probably be going to about 10 o'clock. So another 18 minutes, and then we're probably going to call it. But so far, we're having a really great time with you guys. It's been fun to be back for Friday. Honestly, it's been really cool. Like, we haven't been with you guys in about 3 weeks. And we did miss you guys. Honestly, we did kind of see you guys, like we said. But those were some special live streams, like the gender reveal. And then we did the live stream for my birthday, which I am super, super thankful to everybody that came through and just, wished me a happy birthday. Like, literally, like, I think the one thing that you guys might have missed or might have, I don't know if you guys heard, but we really didn't do that, like, growing up, like, as far as, like, with a lot of people. We didn't have, like, a lot of, like, big parties for my birthdays or anything like that. So, like, this is, like, just even the digital version of it, like, the digital age, like, really was awesome to me. Like, it's been awesome. It's like the last 2 years have been like that. And even when Grace had her birthday, I was just like blown away for just like the love and how much people just reached out. Like, so yeah, it made me feel really good. Not for any other reason that it just it means a lot to me. Like, it's not like I need the attention. It's just more like it's cool to know that people care, like, because we're all just here for a limited amount of time. We're limited edition, right? Like, there's only one of us, and there'll never be another one of us. And I think while I'm on this earth, and I hope a lot of you guys feel this way, is like, I just want to leave good impacts, like, not necessarily like pretend like I'm perfect, because I'm not, but like always strive to do better, strive to be a little bit better, even if it's just a little bit better. Like, it's better than nothing. And to know that a lot of you guys have just been so super sweet, polite, nice. It just makes me feel great. And I don't know, and I know like one day even my kids, like when they watch that back or they see that back, like they'll feel very grateful. I know they will. And, even my mom, I think my mom and my whole family were very grateful as well. All right, let's see. Yes, oh my God, Sith and I got rocked the last time we went on Transformers. Mia said, yes, love it. Yeah, honestly, it whips around. Definitely whips around. Yay, awesome. Lady Sid said, yay, awesome. You guys had a great celebration. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. It was fun. Even though we were only live for a little while, it was great. It was such a fun time, and it was perfect. I felt like it was a perfect amount of time. I normally don't like to make a big deal about my birthday, but love to share the B-Day wishes for others. I think a lot of times we're like that. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of times you hear people say like, oh, I don't want to do anything for my birthday. Or, don't worry about it. Yeah, because sometimes I have felt that way in the past, you know, like, it's like, no, don't worry about it. You know, like, not that I don't feel deserving of it, but I just feel like it's kind of like, nah, like, I don't want to, like, I don't know why it always feels weird. Like when everybody's singing you happy birthday and you're just sitting there, it feels great. But at the same time, you're like, man, everybody's looking at me. And it kind of feels a little odd. But then it's funny. Like I come on and like I put on a ring light. I like turn on all these lights and get the camera on and put up the live and do all that stuff. And it feels different. Like it's a different kind of vibe. Like I think, you know, like this, it just feels like we're all just talking. Like because you guys are in the chat. Because if you guys were not in the chat, then it would be completely different. Like, right? Then it's just us talking, like just the full attention, right? But with this, we get to share it with you guys. And so if you guys have a funny comment, something interesting to say, we can talk about it. And, you know, the conversation becomes about a little bit about all of us. Like we all kind of relate and it's really, really fun. You know, it's really fun. And that's why we continue to go live because even, you know, even if we can only go live for 45 minutes, it's going to be a fun time. We know it's going to be a good time. Anytime we've gone live at any theme parks or here at home, you guys have made it like absolutely worthwhile. Like from literally the first time we went live, we were blown away. Like we did not expect it, huh, babe?
No.
We were like, kind of like, what? People were watching? Like, and then some of the people that were coming in were just like, wow, no way. Like, you know, it was just super humbling. And it's still like that to this day. So we're going to, you know, always, you know, try to make the best of this, any situation, really, of any time that, you know, especially like next week, we have a really awesome situation coming up with, you know, HHN, and we want to fully take advantage of it. I'm going to be the first one to say that, yes, there's a lot of different coverage you can watch, and I hope you guys get a chance to check out as much as possible. But I really, really, really think you guys need to check out our coverage of it next week. It's going to be monster. It's going to be so dope. And so we're like truly like salivating, kind of like monsters over here, like zombies, because honestly, we know it's going to be so dope. We had such a great time last year. It was funny because I was on the gimbal for a while and then Grace was on the gimbal for a while too. So it was one of those fun live streams where there was just like so much fun going on. And so it was great. It was great. So we really hope that you guys are able to be there for that. It's on a Thursday. So I know a lot of you guys might still work and all that stuff, but I think hopefully if you guys are able to come in whenever you guys are able to come say what's up and hang out.
I remember Lady said they were going to be at Oogie Boogie, so.
Oh yeah, and if Oogie Boogie is that night as well, honestly that is going to be crazy. So I wonder how busy it's going to be at HHN then.
I know.
Because then you're going to have some people who are HHN diehards that are definitely going to be there, but then you're also going to have the people who maybe like HHN, but then they have kids like us, and they might have to choose like one or the other. So they might choose to go to Oogie Boogie. Because if it came down to like that, like real talk, like unless we were just like, nah, we're not going to take the kids, like we would have to choose like Oogie Boogie. If that would have been like the choice. But, you know, we're lucky that our kids are a little bit older. They love staying with, you know, grandma. They love doing those things. So for us, it like makes it great because they don't want to go to HHN. They really don't. Mia said, love the vibes here since the first live I stumbled on. Thank you so much, Mia. Yes, we appreciate it. That was a fun one, too. That was a great one, honestly. And it's been fun. We've been just kind of like hitting the ground running ever since those times. And it, like a lot of those live streams that we think about nowadays have literally been a year ago or over a year ago, which is mind-boggling, guys. Like, I remember that we went live once, and I was like, this is fun. But I didn't think that we were going to go live, you know, every Friday night for like a year and a half. Like, I hoped we would do something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but you just never know if you're going to be able to keep up with the schedule. And I think more importantly, it's like, is there going to be enough interest for us to like keep doing it? And honestly, guys, it's been fun. We're still doing it. Like, I think that kind of like says a lot. So we're still having a lot of fun. We still have like a lot of people who are discovering us, and we're discovering them too. We have a huge, honor of like also being able to, find some excellent creators that we've been able to like really just identify with and just have a lot of fun watching as well. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's trippy. It's trippy. Yeah, it's trippy. Just like, I'm like, sometimes like, we come across channels that we're like, man, we like that channel, and we like watch it, and then next thing you know, like we find out that they like also have checked us out, and it's always such a great feeling, because it's just like, wow, like that's what community is, right? It's like being able to like form bonds like with people that are very like-minded. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mia said, "Oh yes, it's been a year since I subscribed."
Ooh, yeah.
Crazy. Let's ring the cowbell to that.
Thank you so much, Mia.
We have a shady vampire in the chat. What's up, Paula?
Wait, we got to do that emergency pop quiz now that Paula's here.
Oh yeah, that's right, Paula. We hope you watched the latest Marvel show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
We have
Paula.
a Kahoot. No, I'm kidding. We don't have.
Paula's like, that's it. I don't want to be a member anymore.
No, thank you so much for being here, Paula. We appreciate you so much, and we love that you're using those Team Geo, Team Grace emojis. We really appreciate it. What's up, Jaycation? We got Jaycation in the house. How you doing, Jay? How you doing to the family? He said, "Yo, hello, let's go, Cowbell and Team Geo and Team Grace. Let's go." Yay. Yes, thank you so much for being here, and shout out to all our members. We love you guys so much. But yeah, right now we're just reminiscing on old times. We do that a lot. We tend to do that a lot. Usually towards the end of the stream. But we've just kind of have gone over some of our perspective on like all that great stuff going on right now. With Oogie Boogie and just all that fun things that are going to be coming on with HHN next week as well. Let's say what's up to our director. She said, "Hola, cool shirts." Thank you. We appreciate it. This is the one that I wore to Oogie Boogie last year. That's why I got to wear it again this year, right now at least, because we're not going to Oogie Boogie this year. Mm-hmm. But I figured, hey, why not, right? Boogie memories. And I got the orange background for us, too. But yeah, I hope that all you guys are doing excellent. This is our first time back in 3 weeks, so we're just kind of catching up with everybody and just kind of seeing what everybody was up to. But we did mention a couple things, so as we're wrapping up for the night, we're not leaving just yet, but the NFL and college football season is starting very, very soon. So you guys are going to be hearing more about that from me on like a new sports segment here on Friday. So we're doing theme park, sports, food, everything. You guys know that we're multifaceted individuals with a lot of different kinds of tastes. I almost got us boba tonight, but it was just the timing of it was bad. So we'll probably get it tomorrow though. I got a gift card for my birthday from my sister, so we're gonna get some boba tomorrow. Hobbs Grove tickets 9/13, so September 13th. So if you're in the Fresno area, Hobbs Grove tickets going sell very, very soon, and they have a discounted day on October 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yep, can't wait.
We still are gonna save a little bit of the Disney Halloween talk for next time. I do want to bring up the Magic Key bands that they're going around right now. I'm not gonna get as angry as I got earlier. I was like went on my little rant with Grace, but I do want to say that a lot of times we've complained as Magic Key holders that we haven't really got a really good, like, how do I say it, like an incentive, right? And granted, with this, you still have to purchase something in order to get that Magic Key, Magic Band or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think like the amount of people that I've heard complaining, and everybody's well within their right, you spend a lot of money on those keys. Yeah. But I also think like this is one of the few times that they're actually like doing something that I would say is kind of worthwhile, because a lot of people are like, I don't use Magic Bands. I get it. Like for people who go almost every day, it's probably not practical, because you're like, where's my Magic Band? Oh, I didn't charge it, right? Oh, well, I gotta go anyways. Like, but for us, like when we make it into like a, oh, we're gonna go to Disneyland, we have to charge our Magic Bands. We charge our Magic Bands. When we get there, it's awesome, because as soon as we walk in, all we do is this. They scan us in. We have this cool little thing that we all, carry around when we go on Mickey and Minnie's, it lights up. We're all lit up. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Fireworks show, same thing. We walk by something, it vibrates. We take photos. We can go like that so they can put the photos. Yeah, I hardly have to pull out my phone for those things. And by the end of the day, if I'm pulling out my phone there, it's all smeared. It's all like, hot from like, having to run in the heat a lot of the time. So I get why people complain. Maybe it's not their cup of tea. I get it. But I think like at the very minimum, like be happy that at least they're doing something that is not a reusable straw, a reusable spoon, a tote bag that looks like it's going to tear within 1 year.
And it hasn't, by the way.
It hasn't, thankfully. But they're actually giving you something that I feel like, yes, if you upgrade to Genie Plus, every time you get a lightning lane or whatever they're called now, you can just, boom, check in real quick, right? Like, you're good to go. Like, it's dope. Like, I like it personally. I don't think it's like, do you have to have a magic band for you to enjoy Disneyland? No, of course not. Of course not. But I like it. When I lost mine for that one night, I was so bummed out. I found it and I was like incredibly happy. So
they found it for you.
They found it for me, right? So this is something I'll say is if you have the chance to get one, get it. Just get it. Trust me. If you don't like it, then pay it forward. Pay it forward. That was a nice Magic Key Magic Band gift with purchase, but I was like, dang, I already bought that when it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And
if
I
you already
feel
have that one, then yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you don't even have one, or if you
exactly
have a different one, then yeah.
But if you never know, you might have a family member who you might want to kick it down to, or even somebody else in general, or eBay. I'm sorry, what did I say? No, but honestly, real talk, like it never hurts to have a backup. But I completely get it. Like I have one already. Grace has one already. The kids have one already. So yes, we don't need another one.
The baby doesn't have one.
The baby doesn't have one. There you go. Yes, we don't need another one each, I guess is what I should say.
Yeah.
But I do think that I wouldn't be mad at it. Like if I had another one, if I was like, oh, I bought this shirt or whatever, I haven't looked into it yet. But if it wasn't a huge, steep purchase and I'm like, I can get one, then yeah, who cares? Like, right? Who cares, right? It's nice to have when you have trouble using your phone. I just don't see myself getting another one.
Right.
That's the thing too, is I wouldn't pay for another one most likely either. But I think if I bought something and they gave it to me, then yeah, I'm going to take it. Like,
Yeah.
And like I said, I can hear people like out in that regard saying like, I don't want it because, I already have one. But I've literally been seeing people complain and saying things like, Disney can't sell them. That's why they're giving them away. I'm like,
that's not true.
Does it even matter?
But, yeah, it
does it even matter? Like they're giving them away, dude. Like it costs money and it's free.
Yeah.
And my day, free 99 was like
if you think about the price
amazing.
Of like the things that you listed off, like the tote bag, like the tote bag could be anywhere between $4 to $6, $10 the most.
Yeah, and they probably, I mean, if you really want to get serious, that like the materials for it alone are probably like very inexpensive. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? At the very minimum, this is kind of a step in the right direction, even if it's not quite where it needs to be, right? Like it's kind of a step. At the end of the day, like next week we're gonna go to Universal Studios. They're gonna give us a magnet, but that's something that they do very frequently. They give you really cool magnets. Like we have the past member ones with Super Mario. They give like a lot of great benefits. That's why I don't ever feel like, even though we're gonna have this baby, I still don't want to give up the annual passes for Universal because they're affordable and you get a lot out of it. So is it one per key? You know what, Henry? I'm actually not 100% sure.
I have a feeling it should.
But I would imagine too, because imagine if you have like 6 keys, everybody's gonna get a magic band. Like, seems kind of steep, right? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Jay said, I think so, Henry. Yeah. I would agree. It's probably going to be one, but we'll double check, and if we have to, we can post an update on that as well. Lady says that I think I have 5 so far. Hey, 1 for each day of the week except for the weekends, right? That's when you wear your go-to one, right? D said, I agree. Something is better than nothing. I was excited for the Haunted Mansion cards. Honestly,
that's so exciting.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like I think. At a certain point, I don't know if we're just different generations or different mentalities with people, But I think at a certain point, like, I'm just happy that even though, yes, I'm paying an arm and a leg for these passes, I still get my bang for my buck. Like, we've gone enough times to make that Magic Key completely worth it. Like, it's paid for itself in that regard. But I'm like, when we got the tote, I was like, cool, sweet, a tote. Like, I didn't look at it as like, oh man, they're spitting in the face. Like, it is what it is. If we don't want the tote, we don't get it. We didn't get the portrait one that they were giving out. They had sold out inside the park. We didn't check outside of the park, which I heard that they did still have. I know Jay had mentioned that. And it ended up being true. They did have them. But regardless, it's all good. Like, if we would have got it, we would have been super happy with it. I would have been happy with it. But then I heard this, and I'm like, oh, man, I have a feeling that we're not going to get to the park in time for that. And I'm like, I wouldn't have minded doing that. But, yeah, people, like, be grateful. Be grateful. Like, I think, like, at the very minimum, Disney is trying to do something in a positive direction. And lately, it's been hard to feel that way about them, right? Like, with everything going up in prices, like, it just feels like a lot of people are saying, I'm not renewing my passes. Like, I hear that a lot now. And a lot of the people who renew the passes are, like, people who, we're friends with, people that we know, because, it's really part of what they do. It's like ingrained in them, or being like, like some of these people actually make a living from Disneyland. So I get that perspective of it. Like, but I do see a lot of people saying like, there's no purpose of it. I'm paying for 4 passes. It costs like, and it's crazy, let's see here. There you go. Jay said, Lady Sith, you can link them together and wear them as a necklace. That's a good idea, man. That's thinking.
Jay has all the best ideas.
Yes. All right. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up in the next 2 minutes, guys. But this is the first live of, hopefully from here to the end of the year, we're going to continue to do these Fridays. Obviously, there'll be there'll be days where we can't, just like anything, life happens. But we're going to continue to try to be consistent. We needed that break. That break was great, but we missed you guys, and we're so happy that we were able to come live tonight. I knew, like, we were like, oh, we're going live, and that's how we knew. That's how we knew we were ready to come back. We just were so excited for this return. But we are going to be going live on Thursday at HHN, like as we previously mentioned. We're going to be going live probably even before early access. So we're going to try to be live as early as we can, and try to be live for as long as we can. So we're going to have a really, really, really fun time out there. Like last year, it was a party. Yeah. I don't expect anything less this year. It's going to be a party again. You hear the excitement everywhere. A lot of these mazes have gone announced. A lot of these scare zone, Ghost. I think there was another Toys one. There was the Momias. There's a lot of cool scare zones. And they have the Purge show coming, which I know we did not talk about that. And I'm sorry we missed those kind of conversation, guys. But yeah, they have the Purge show coming up, and they also have the behind the scene Blumhouse show that they're going to be showing, or like some sort of exhibit that they're going to have, which is going to be really, really cool as well. So lots of fun things coming up at HHN. We're going to do our very best to cover as much of it, show you as much of the merchandise, show you as much of the atmosphere, the drinks, the food. It's going to be popping, guys. This year, this is why we're excited to go on tonight. It's September 1st. It is the start of spooky season. Out there in Orlando, they're celebrating HHN. They probably just finished up, or they're finishing up HHN out there. So we know people are out there. Hopefully they're having a great time. But yes, let's see. I can't wait for your HHN. I'm so close to convincing Chilo. Yes, you should go.
Come on,
you should go.
You gotta do this.
So close.
Come on, Chilo.
She said so close.
What's that last
hey,
little
just
bit
go.
holding you back, Chilo?
Do it.
Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
No, honestly, just it's a great time. It really is a party.
Consider it a date night.
It's a themed party. Like, that's the way I look at it. So imagine like you go to masquerades. It's a masquerade, but with like, blood and guts and stuff, and death and paranormal stuff and stuff that might give you nightmares, but just for one night or two. Like, you're not gonna have nightmares the whole year.
Make it romantic.
Yeah, exactly. If you get scared, just hug each other like this.
Yeah.
And just get really into each other. You smell good.
Say that to me.
I do tell you that. What the heck are you talking about? Oh my gosh, Grace. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. What do you say? Yes, that's what I told him. We need a date night perfect. That's the way to look at it. Because honestly, that's kind of what it's like for us.
Yeah,
like a date night.
It's gonna be our date night.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna be with, obviously there's a lot of people there, but it's gonna be our own personal date night for us. We're gonna make the most of it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really, really cool. All right, guys. So just like that, we are going to call it a night. We want to say thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. Thank you so much. If you came in even just for a little bit and you smashed that like button, if you're watching the replay and you watch the whole replay through, we really, really appreciate it. Please let us know if there's anything that you had questions on, or if any suggestions that you have for future live streams. Just put them in the chat, put them in the comments. But we're going to do our best to bring you as much of that coverage like we mentioned, and we'll see you guys really, really soon. Please take care of yourself. It's a 3-day weekend.
Yes,
all right. Don't get too lit. Get lit, but not too lit. Only if you're 21 and over. But yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you to Mia. Thank you to all our mods. Thank you to all our members. We love you guys so much. And thank you to all of the subscribers, the stealth watchers, anybody who's just joined us for a little bit. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everyone.
Peace. HHN. HHN.